real recognize real, and it only gets realer from here. Now, today's topic, we're going to be discussing the Pisces gift of cutting people off. And I'm going to break it down for y'all in today's live segment. I'm looking for my phone. Oh, that's right. I'm actually on it. Okay, so now, let me see. Okay, now I got to go record my notes, you guys. Okay, so let's talk about this. Talk about us Pisces. All right, now. First, I want to give a shout out to all my fellow Pisceans out there. Gang, you already know we in the building. Also want to give a shout out to all my 2-2s and my 3-3s and my 2-2-2s and my 3-3-3s, my 7-7-7s, my 4-4-4s, and shout out to any other angelical numerical numbers that I may have forgot to mention. Also want to thank everybody for coming out to support the channel. Thank you. And those of you that are new, welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell notification to be notified of my upcoming videos and content. And we're going to jump right in. Okay, so one of the very, I would say, rare talents of Pisces is cutting people off. And unfortunately, you got to do this, even whether you want to or not, because your intuition says so. And I'm going to tell you guys a little story about what happened, of why I came up with this live segment in the first place, is because Pisces, we see too much. And we don't need closure. We don't need someone to explain why. We don't need someone to give us the rundown. We may feel or see that people are not as loyal as they say they are. You can see the ulterior motives within a person regarding maybe it's something that they want from you, or hey, maybe they just want to use you. Maybe, you know, everybody has so many different reasons as to, oh, how you doing, Misty? How you doing? Welcome. I would say I'm not doing bad, but I feel like now that I've detached and have cut these people off for good, I realize that I'm actually going to get better, because it's not even the toxicity of energy that one has. It's like you have to clean your filter, if that makes sense. You have to be careful who you circle yourself around, who's orbiting around you in your inner circle, your social circle, your day-to-day. You have to be careful who you talk to, who you surround yourself with, because you being a cosmic sponge, you tend to absorb, and you begin to absorb too much. So it starts to get toxic, starts to, kind of give you this foggy type of perception, because it's like you got all this negative energy, and until you address that first, you can't move on to the next thing. You can't even think about what it is that you want to do next, whatever your goals, or just you going from your day-to-day routine and being able to change it, because you have all these people that you got to cut off. It's like a checklist or grocery list that say, let's take care of this first 5 things first, What's going on, Ronnie Boo? What's going on? How you doing? Yeah, definitely, you guys. Yeah, you gotta be careful with this cutting off thing. It's not as easy as it sounds, because you gotta actually think everything through, and you gotta really know if you are doing it in a healthy way, not an emotional one. You have to know, like, okay, enough is enough. It's time when you have seen enough. You no longer want to know why. It's just a lot of mixing and mingling and betrayals. And it's like, with us Pisces, we tend to go through those untimely events naturally. It's like we go through these shuffles of friends, and our social circle is constantly changing, and we're trying to adapt to it as fast as it happens. But sometimes you're just meant to be alone. Sometimes you function better when you have your own lane, your own, just you. And if that gives you the most clarity, or hey, that gives you the most peace, then you just have to, deal with it. And hey, as friends or people, associates to mingle with from time to time come around, then you just treat it as such, because it's like, yo, that's just an associate. Until you don't want to associate yourself anymore with that membership, you just, hey, use it when you want to, when you want company. Now, the problem is, see, people think us Pisces are soft, okay? Now, the problem with this cutting off thing is that we tend to create the people that are around us. We tend to create their behavior. See, and I'm gonna let you know, it's not always a bad thing. It's a good thing, because it lets you know who has strong will. It lets you know people's true intent. So when you are being nice, you appear to others having no boundaries, okay? So people automatically fixate on, oh, I could get over on this person. I can get my way. I can get something out of this person. They go into these dark intentions with you, Pisces. So the thing about it is, even though you may be too forgiving, Pisces, maybe you have seen the betrayal long ago, time has passed, and you probably just didn't want to address it because you don't want to argue. You tend to think that, oh, it takes too much energy to go there, and it might just be something that's beneath you, where you feel superior to, where you feel that it's not worth it. Now, here's the thing. Unfortunately, when a Pisces is done, they're done. It's not like oh, let's run this back. I didn't know, maybe I got, beside myself, and maybe I missed something. Oh, I was wrong. No, a Pisces, when they're done, they're done. It's almost like it was never real to begin with. It's like, oh, this person just disappeared. There was no closure. It's like everybody's lollygagging and, carry on with their day. Then the Pisces just deletes, blocks, detach. It's like, oh, delete, block, boom, skippity bam, boom, bop, boop, like bop it. And then all of a sudden, Pisces twists that little end. It's like, ah. And it's like, oh, game over. And everybody's looking like, yo, what's his deal or what's her deal? And everybody's all puzzled. But why? You shouldn't be puzzled. You know what you're doing. See, it's like we watch movement. We watch the way, the day-to-day. We watch how much effort is brought forth. We watch your energy. And we can feel when there's an energy shift within a person. So it's like you could come off interested, and then all of a sudden you're not putting in as much effort, but you say, oh, I'm cool with you. You my homie, you my guy. You try to put this title on something when the energy doesn't match where you have put me in your life. See? So if you say, I'm your homie, but you're not really bringing nothing to the table, you're not bringing any energy, you're not bringing the real you to the forefront. Why is it that as soon as you detach from a person, you're able to see clearly, see who they are? It's cold-blooded. See, that's why I tell you, sometimes you have to walk away when things are confusing, because the illusion, you have to understand the illusion is that you might assume that something is one way. Let's say you might look at a group of friends that you probably mingle with every day. Let's say you're at school, doesn't matter. But as soon as you step away, watch how many of those friends reach back at you, reach out to you. Watch how many of those friends actually, they come looking for you. They come just to think of you, and when you realize they're not, what does that tell you? They were never your friends to begin with. See, they were enemies. And that's why I tell you, hidden enemies come in the form of a friend. See, but you think that they're here for your own good, but no, they're there to annoy you. They're there to stop you. They're there to confuse you. They're there to be a thorn in your side. But you have to know, it's a feel. When you feel that energy shift where something's not feeling right, like that the person is not behaving like a friend, or you realize those antennas are like letting you know that something is off. It's because it is off. See? And you first thing you feel is when you are excluded, when people are not, like, let's say you feel like, oh, you're being ignored in a group of friends that you normally talk to on a day-to-day. All of a sudden you feel the energy shift, and it's like they're trying to exclude you from a project, or they're trying to leave you out of the whole situation. Let's say they don't tell you, let's say they withhold information. They're not telling you everything, but you hear it through the grapevine that, oh, such and such is getting ready to, or has given away something. Maybe someone got rewarded. Maybe something was done under your nose. But that's the thing. When you find out their secrets and then you start connecting the dots, what do you want to do? Do you want to stay in that? No. You would rather detach. See? Just detach. Just pull away all your energy from the situation. And then you'll be able to see just how much is worth. See? Because you're going to feel the weight uplift off your shoulders and realize, damn, I didn't even really need these people to begin with. See? It's like that's why you got to be careful, because listen, there's an expiration date with these individuals. And here's the thing. You have to ask yourself, are you gaining anything? Are you feeling, okay, put it like this. You could outgrow someone very, very quickly and not even notice it. The thing about it is, you got to ask yourself, is this person draining me when they're around me? Do you feel vexed? Do you feel like, oh, I'm giving off too much? Or people trying to take from you and take from you and take from you, and that's the only conversation that you guys, that you have with one another? You gotta ask yourself that. What's going on, everyone that just came in? Let me see, who is this? Yeah, I ain't gonna answer that, Mr. Captain. Yeah, but here's the thing. Once you realize somebody is draining you, lying to you, not telling you things for, directly, you have to hear from someone else. If you notice the same cycle, the same people doing the same behaviors, but from one to another, it's time to block. It's time to cut and block. It's time to chop and block. Because listen, if you hear something from one friend and he's telling you one, let's say Mirage, just a whole bunch of stories about everybody, what's actually going on, and you don't hear it from the main person that is supposed to be your friend, or let's say you've known them longer. Listen, there's some things that one person would tell you doesn't mean that they're your friend. Sometimes it's just the information that they delivered to you. It's like, yo, it was meant for you to intercept. It was meant for you to disrupt. It was meant for you to actually catch the information and cut everybody off. Because now listen, because Pisces, you pick up on the things that you can't see. See, because it's what you can't see. You always pick up on the subtle cues of that a person might be plotting in secret against you. Like, you could literally, see, the funny thing is with you Pisces is that you already watch movement anyway. And what is the funnier thing is that you end up moving in the same direction that others plan for you. It's cold-blooded. When they think that they're going to betray you, you end up leaving them before they have a chance to. So it's like you end up beating them to the punch because you watch movement. As soon as you realize somebody's acting funny, you're gone. You're already in your mind, oh, they acting funny? Oh, this person is lying to me? Man, I feel drained. This person, it's not the same like it used to be. Or you feel like, oh, what was the sudden, switch up? Like, you could feel someone switching gears on you. And here's the thing. That's because they don't value you. See? They don't value you. And then at the same time, a Pisces is not going to sit there and argue with you. See? Not going to sit there and fight with you, announcing things. No, we're going to detach. Now, when a Pisces detach from you, it's spiritual. It's not like, oh, like I said, it's not something that you could grasp physically. Now, yes, it's related to the emotions, but the problem, remember I said, it's permanent. See, a permanent stamp. And the whole thing is that whoever gets offended is the enemy. The person that gets offended by you detaching, how do you know why I'm detaching? If you were innocent, you wouldn't get defensive. You wouldn't get reactive towards me and my movement. Only when I've done it first. Only when I've exposed you. Only when you feel like, oh, I thought I had somebody under my grip and now they're gone. Well, oh, now they come looking for you, wanting to fight, wanting to, get in your face or wanting to do something to you violently because they had it in store for you all along. See, certain behaviors happen where if somebody already has made their mind up that they don't like you, or let's say they like you enough to come around from time to time, but they secretly just hate you, they will start to treat you in the very way of how they feel about you. This is what you can't see because you might not realize it if you're just walking into a situation. You might think that this person is an angry person, but you can't generalize. When you're a Pisces, you look at, oh, I could tell this person don't like me. Look how they treat me. See? Interrupt you when you're talking, just all the little subtle things. When you try to say something, you have an idea, they go against it. They can never agree. They will never agree. They will never agree. And, they will never say, yo, you're right. Or, hey, they would never meet you halfway fairly. It's always going against. And when you look at going against, that's competition. That's jealousy. See, somebody that would be competitive to always go against what you say, that just means what? Your opposition. So we have to stop. We don't need proof. We don't need to announce shit because we realize, oh, you're going against me. And think about it. Some people that just don't know, because I'm not going to sit here and say that people that are weak don't realize it. But sometimes if you're not included, don't ask to go. If somebody is excluding you in a conversation, you notice that, oh, everybody else is involved. Everyone else has something. They're benefiting from something that happened. Don't get jealous. Don't try to push your way through. No. If they don't invite you, don't ask to go. Nope. Because listen, when they do that, that's your go-to, that they're your hidden enemy all along. See? And that's the thing. You wonder why there's no invitation for, but you're supposed to be the homie. At least that's what they call you. But little do you know, you wasn't included on the plans. And you're like, wait a minute. Okay. I'm not invited. No one's including. People are ignoring you. Listen, you ain't got to do all that. I could just leave, shut this door, and never come back. See? And that's the thing you have to do to show people just how strong you are. Because when you detach, some people think that, I'm going to look lame, or, hey, I'm going to look, I'm going to look alone. No, it takes power to stand aside, to take your power away from a situation. It takes power to close that door, to lock it, to what? Never come back, to never return. See, because listen, it shows your worth. It shows that you're not going to sit there and just take some shit, beg or ask, or just try to force yourself into a situation that you're not invited to. You only are asking, you're only asking for problems. See, in that situation. Now, another thing why people, and this doesn't 100% have to do with your sign. It's the whole psychological aspect to this as well. So as you guys know, people get cut off because you have to protect your peace. See, remember I said your energy. You're already considered the cosmic sponge anyway, which means that you easily absorb everyone else's emotions, situations, moods. So you got to be extremely careful not to be around the wrong crowd, the wrong people, the wrong people. You should always hang around people that are very uplifting, very, energetic, to where they bring you up. They can actually, build you or help you out in that area. But if you feel like you're the only one carrying on all the energy, the positive energy, or you feel like you're the only one that can really put everybody else up, but nobody else can do it for you, it's time to go. It's time to, detach. And guess what? The beautiful thing about this is that when you're alone, you have a mental reset, and now you know what you want versus what you don't want. It's that certainty that gives you this strength and this inner empowerment that lets you know that, damn, I'm gonna choose some new friends, but now I know what I want and what I don't want. It's like, now I know what I want. Hey, now you very, selective now. See, versus, before you just meet people and then all of a sudden it's like, look up, up and behold, now I have a friend, or hey, now I know someone. It's like, no, be selective of who you call a friend and who you actually create a friendship with, because now everybody's version of or view of a friend is different. Lock that key, because us Pisces, we like the ocean anyway. So people think that we're going to give them answers just because, people want to know why we move the way that we move. See, because listen, some people don't understand that. That's why I say you can't talk about everything with everybody. See, because some things about you, if a person were to see your inner power, they would destroy themselves. See, because they wouldn't be able to handle the realness, the pure fire within you. See, because that's what helps you burn these negative toxic cycles off of you, to keep from ruining you. See, and to keep other people from robbing your peace. Now, another thing is that people get cut off because of protection. See, it's better to be alone than to be hurt by someone that secretly is an enemy of yours. It's not punishment, okay? So you got to protect your peace. You have to stop repeating the toxic cycles. See, you have to heal, you have to grow, and you have to choose yourself. See, because listen, let's say, okay, for instance, my experience. And my experience is that people was always asking me for stuff constantly. Hey man, you got $20. Hey man, can you get this? Man, can you get that? Can you do this? And it seemed like, that's when I saw the energy shift, and I realized that this is not a friendship. This is a transactional situation. And it's like, do you want to still be in this situation? And even though the person would try to tell me things like, would try to tell me things like, hey, I want to get this, or I want to have this but he's only looking at himself. So it's not anything that I'm contributing. It goes in his pocket, and it goes towards something that he wants for himself, to make himself look good. But remember, and now I'm going to tell y'all the story with that Scorpio. And this is why I had to cut his ass off for the final moment, the final time. Not only just because of his sign, you guys, it's because you either stand for something. Listen, you either stand for what you believe in, or you fall for anything. You have to, even if it caused you to be alone temporarily. See, temporarily, because you're going to only be alone for a short time. You have to know, I would rather go my own way than to sit here and be scammed, to feel taken advantage of in a situation. See, now I know y'all gonna laugh because I may sound like a typical Pisces to you guys, but I'm speaking for all the Pisces that feel like this, that really don't understand why it happened. But this is why I said we are too forgiving. Sometimes we see stuff and we give a person another chance. We try to look at the brighter side. We try to be optimistic. But unfortunately, you only got to see it one time to know that, hey, this is something that I'm not going to deal with, and cut it off. See, it's better to cut off the one rotten piece of whatever it is than to what? Have it overtake you and take something else. See, from you, from your life, from your peace, something of value. See, definitely, we give too many chances. And I'm just keeping it real, because I wouldn't sit here and say, oh yeah, try to, be all, tough and acting like, oh, I know I've made mistakes. And the mistake of giving a Scorpio another chance was an actual deal breaker for me. And I realized that, man, it's more of wasted time than actually me being hurt. It's more of a, damn, I should have just been done with this situation from the get-go. But you live and you learn. You learn a lesson. Remember, us Pisces, we must learn lessons. See, from not listening to our intuition ahead of time. Because the intuition is like, I already told you that. I don't know why you kept hanging around this person. I don't know why you gave this person a second chance at hurting you just to do something else. See, because one thing with Scorpio, and this is something that I'm glad that I actually got to know this about Scorpios, is that they don't stop. See, they don't stop. See, it's one thing to take advantage of someone. Let's say you get scammed. Everybody has gotten scammed, so it's not something new that happens. But it is unfortunate when it happens to you. But let's say you get scammed, and all of a sudden you can't prove it. But you don't need any proof. You notice that you paid for something, you didn't get it. That's the proof. So what more proof would you need, right? The problem is with Scorpio is that Scorpio automatically behaves out of their ego. So even if they have just taken advantage of you, they keep trying to do it again and again, and they keep coming for you and keep trying to come. Like, they don't stop. They become obsessive with it. Here's the thing, though. See, even though a Pisces looks at the situation, and Pisces might say to themselves, I didn't get what I paid for initially, and then you tried to do it again. The one thing that Scorpio fails to realize with Pisces is that as soon as the Pisces doesn't fall for that trick anymore, a Scorpio ain't ready to a Scorpio is not ready to realize or to feel the blow to the ego that, damn, my manipulation tactics are no longer working. See, because Scorpio likes to play the long-term game with Pisces. You could take advantage of a Pisces maybe Monday for something, whatever it was. But here's the thing. A Pisces will realize and say, yo, I ain't giving you nothing else. Let alone the friendship is over. See? Now, do you really realize what I'm saying? Go out there into the world, Scorpio, and try to find somebody else that helped you the way I helped you. You ain't going to find it. See? The detriment and the karma is that people are going to take advantage of you. See? In the worst way. Just because you handled that person and you misused the blessing, bro, now you're going to reap all the curses on you regarding that same situation. That same situation you pulled on someone else is going to happen to you. Now, here's the thing. Pisces, you feel everything. Not only do you see everything, you feel everything. So, hey, when you cut somebody off, like I say, you could have already healed. Maybe you cried. Maybe whatever it was you did it ahead of time. See? But you did it in private. The thing about it is, as soon as you know that, okay, you've already did the hardest part. This is why why I'm saying this is that as soon as a Pisces has already healed, everything must go. The chopping block starts. See? And did you know that is the worst? You do not want to play with a Pisces that has already cried, that has already healed, and now they get on the action roll. The shark just comes straight out, not giving a fuck about nothing. And it's almost like the Pisces transforms, because you might think the Pisces is still, oh, a little weak, forgiving Pisces that, oh, we could just always take advantage of. To this point, a Pisces might literally, I'm telling you, will snap on you and you won't see it coming. Because a Pisces would get to a point where you have pushed them too far. And a Pisces hates to do this. But Pisces realized that you have to get cut off. Your cycle must end. I must shatter your illusion of me, see, of who you thought I was. See? Because Pisces is going to teach you a lesson. When you don't appreciate a Pisces, they're going to show you that you're going to learn today. Because a Pisces is going to say, yo, you want to go around using people, and don't you fix your mouth to even ask a Pisces something when a Pisces already is done with you. Because a Pisces is going to snap on you, and a Pisces is going to call you out, and they're going to speak to you in such a way that it's going to hit your soul. It's going to go through your ego and hit you right in your heart, your soul, and going to talk to you in such a way and say, look, don't ask me for no motherfucking money. And I'm telling you, when it comes, y'all know what I'm talking about. When a Pisces get to that point where they like, yo, I'm going to tell you like it is. I don't give a damn. Hey, you could get mad. You could want to fight, threaten, what it don't even matter. See? Because we're going to call out what we see. And we rather you own it than to try to run from it and hide from it. No, own it. If you shiesty, you a shiesty mother sucker. And that it is what it is. Don't try to be nothing else. Just own your behavior. And we good. Because I'm going to own mine, so you own yours. Now, here's the thing. Why do people not cut people off? Because they're afraid. See? So this is why people continue to, they cage themselves, they get stuck because they are afraid of being alone. But see, us Pisces, we are institutionalized over here. We're institutionalized over here. So we're used to the isolation. We've already, we are the owners, the security guards in our own institutionalized prisons, see, of isolation. So if you get a, 6-year sentence being by yourself, you ain't going to be able to handle it. But that Pisces will. See? And I'm going to tell you, see, some people are trauma bonded to a person or a situation. That's why some women tend to stick with the same no good guys that put their hands on them, and then they won't call the authorities because they're afraid. And then some of them lose their lives. Because remember I said, whatever you don't stop can what? Can kill you. See, if you can't set the boundary, you're going to drown. The boundary is to keep the water from rising a certain amount, a certain height to where you can't swim, you can't stand. So if you set the boundary, it keeps that whole situation from being able to engulf you and take you out. See, it's protection. Now, and then some people, like I say, they stay because of the confusion between chaos and love. See, that's why I said you cannot give a damn at this point. See, you have to accept the fact that this is done. Just like, think of it. If you buy some food in the grocery store that's expired, are you going to still buy it? No. And then what happens if you accidentally do? You say, damn, best due date by the 2nd, and it's like what? The 10th or whatever, you're going to throw it away because it's no good. That's the same concept that you want to use with these people when you cut them off. It's like, somebody may slip through the cracks, but guess what? You You grab them by the back of their shirt and you drag them and drop them. Boom. You're blocked. You're cut off. Oh, you snuck through the cracks. Oh, I had you friends. I had you added as a friend on Facebook. Oh, I forgot to delete you and block you. Okay, you're done. Because you have to cut them off. You can't give them no connection, no, don't try to keep them around because they're going to try to change the narrative on you. They're going to try to make it seem like, oh, I was wrong, and try to talk you into or persuade you into accepting them back. See, they're going to have a story. What did I do? I didn't do nothing. That's not what I said. Game over. We're not running it back. I seen enough. Because then what's going to come after that is you're sensitive. You know what? You're just too sensitive because listen, they're going to say that because now they realize that it's over. You have to realize that the curtain falls and it's curtains. It's like, yo, so if you really, and I'm going to tell you why that happens because that is how they really feel about you. See, because anybody that you cut off, let's say they had your best interest, or let's say they at least still feel some type of way. They might say, yo, why are you doing this? They might still try to reach out to you. Others that respect the decision say, okay, well, put it like this, someone were to do that to me, I say, okay, well, it was nice knowing you. Why? Let them go. People that don't want to be in your life, let them go. Don't try to stop them. Don't try to talk them into staying a little longer. You want to walk out my life? Sayonara. Go ahead. I'm going to tell you why. Because the people that are for you will stay. They will treat you right. The people that don't, I'm going to tell you because it's not meant to be. Let them leave. Don't chase people that want that. Hey, the people that don't want you in their life, don't beg. Don't try to, stay. Don't try to do anything to get them to like you. No. See? You must have strong will. You got to have strong willpower. Now, another thing is when it comes to forgiveness, okay? If you let somebody go, you could forgive them in your heart, see? To where inside, I'm not mad at you. I wish no evil upon you. But the answer is still no. We can't be cool again. You still have to set the boundary even though you have forgiven them. You have to say to yourself, I forgive you. I'm not angry anymore. I don't hate you, but I'm still not fucking with you. That's the difference. I'm still not participating in the shit show. I'm not joining you again. A lot of things that a lot of people do is they forgive too quickly where they let the person come back. See, that's the big no-no. And I've done it. And I've realized that you have to not let somebody come back. No. I forgive you, man. No. Hey, we let bygones be bygones. But here's the thing. We are no longer friends. See? And this is the best thing to do for yourself is just to accept the fact that, hey, maybe you might miss them. Maybe you might think of a time. But here's the thing. The Archons, the Decepticons are right there. See? And what are they going to try to do? Deceive you into saying, oh, remember that time we went to the swimming pool and we got them girls to twerk? Wasn't that a good old time? Oh, you're going to miss all that if you walk away from this person. Don't listen to all those thoughts telling you why you should stay or why you should give them another chance. And, oh, because listen, as soon as you realize the ending of a cycle, that situation no longer serves you. It won't repeat itself. Let that person go. You're not missing nothing. You're going to meet so many more great people that this person is literally, they don't matter. So don't hook yourself to the bait of others because of those memories. Oh, we used to be this. We used to have fun together. We used to go places together. We're going to, hey, if I walk away from this, I won't get that anymore. Nope. Don't believe that. Don't listen to that lie, because that is done to keep this type of energy around you, see, because it's feeding off of you. Now, another thing is that the reason why I say this is because you don't want that person to reconnect. See, it's almost like a cell phone in a cell phone tower. You have to cut the service off. Ain't no, oh yeah, you pay the bill Friday, we get right. Nope. I get you when I get paid. Nope. Service is cut off. No more reconnection. No more reconnection with me. See, I'm going to tell you why. It's because of your energy. See, your energy is like a gas cap being on. And when you take it off, somebody else can literally put their energy into you. So it's like you want to keep yourself closed off as much as possible. Don't let nothing in unless it matches your energy. See, when you look at someone's love language, when somebody is speaking your language, when someone is speaking and you know that, oh, this is what I'm looking for. That's what you want to look for in friends. This is what you want to pay attention to in relationships, to know, oh, this person's love language is what I'm looking for. Let me tell you the secret. The reason why that happens is because of what? The connection, see? The agreement. When two people agree, they become one. That's what a Pisces wants, is the merging, see? That merging doesn't happen unless two people agree together. If a person has a love language that, oh, matches yours, now you guys are what? Partner. Now it's like, oh, this person is like a soulmate. So then the bond is much stronger, see? Because the energy is just flowing. When a person doesn't agree with you, their energy is not going to agree with you. So you can't call them friend. You can't say, oh, you're my hubby or my lovey-dovey. No. See? Because if they are already speaking about something that you're not in agreement with, they're not your friend to begin with. Their energy will always go against yours. You will never feel safe emotionally. You'll never have that comfort until a person speaks your love language. When a person speaks your language, matches your speed, matches your energy, you will say to yourself, damn, I really like what this person is talking about. Yo, you sound just like me. It's cold-blooded. Because think about it. Everybody, every clique, gang, they all have one thing in common. See? And they have that one thing in common is that they all have the same energy. See? It doesn't matter what type of gang it is. If it's a group of people, they all are doing the same thing. That's why they get along. And when you realize that, wow, out of all these 5 people, you realize that you're a little bit different. You realize you don't fit into the crowd of people that surround you. I'm going to tell you a secret. That's because they're not for you. You got to find your crowd. You got to find your friend. You have to find them. See? Because they have the same energy as you. That's why I say the illusion is you think you go around picking friends. No, you don't. The only way that you stick with a person is because they have the same energy as you. See, as soon as they start putting out different energy, all of a sudden you're going to feel out of place. And that's why they don't talk to you. Because y'all have 2 different energies. That's why everybody is secretly hate you. This is why they secretly hate you. This is why they go against you every rip. Because your energy doesn't feel comfortable to them either. See? So people tend to what? People tend to turn their head towards what? Turn their head towards away from something they don't like. This is why they don't include you. This is why they don't like to talk to you. This is why they subtly ignore you. See, it's like little things in these little delays because the energy is off balance. But you have to, when you realize that, wow, I don't fit in with these people. I don't get along with these people. It's not you. It's your energy. See? And if someone can't take your energy, that means that it would never, and this is the secret. It would never work. Nope. If your energy is different from someone else, it would never work. I'm gonna tell you what happens. Remember I said it's very dangerous for you to try to force something to work. Guess what? Guess what you will lose? Your identity. If you let's say so desperately want to be friends with these people, knowing that the energy doesn't coexist between the two of you, it doesn't match. And you sit there and say to yourself that these people's energy is more valuable than yours. This is why people end up losing it. This is why people end up with the identity crisis. Because they got with a crowd of friends that, they thought these people were their friends. They wanted to be around with these people because they look cool or whatever, dress cool. And guess what? It wasn't them. It wasn't them all along. That was never your crowd. That was never your friends. See, you wanted to be just like them. And now they have you lost because that was never your lane. See, it was never your lane to begin with. Now, here's the thing. Pisces don't cut you off because they don't care. They cut people off because they finally care about themselves. That's the difference. See? Because listen, as soon as you realize that someone else wants something different from you, now is a problem, right? Because now it's like, yo, I want this. And they're not willing to what? Meet you halfway. That's why I said it was not going to work anyway. So here's this is how you get your power back. You leave. It's like, yo, we can't have a fair offer, a fair exchange just to make it work. Nope. Okay, well, sayonara. Goodbye. See? And what does that show? I'm not going to change my identity to suit you. See? Because only one energy can what? Exist when you are with someone. Because we are born to merge. So anything that goes against that, that's not how it's supposed to be anyway. That's why it doesn't work. And here's the thing. Pisces, I'm going to give you a list of things why you cut people off. Let me see. Yeah, we're sensitive to the energy. We're sensitive to the energy. We're sensitive to the energies, the ones that are not the same as ours. See? And the thing is if you know your energy, you know you're a calm person. See? You know if you're a happy person. You know if you're friendly. You know if you are the type that doesn't like to be bothered. And you notice that when you go around people that are different, they have different energies, different frequencies, you realize that even though you try to behave a certain way that doesn't oppose the other person, it still causes friction. See? It's because you guys your energy is different. You can't change it. You can't say, oh, I walk in a room full of people that are friendly, but I don't want to be bothered. One is going to submit to the other to make the whole situation work. See? That's why you leave. You notice that people that go into an environment that they don't like, they leave. They don't sit there and say, oh, let's eat here. Oh, it's really quiet here, and you're a rowdy, more excited, more energized or energetic type of person. You go into a restaurant that's very quiet, and you realize you don't feel comfortable because the energy in the room is so strong, because you got all these people that their energy merges with that. So that's why they're there. You realize that I must go, because what will happen? You will have to what? Become quiet in order to eat there. And you don't want to, because it's not you. It doesn't fit your energy. See, like just like trying on a pair of shoes, it doesn't fit. Therefore, you're going to say to yourself, babe, let's go eat somewhere else. It's too quiet here. See, it's weird, it's awkward, because it goes against your energy. See that? That's why I say you have to find people that have the same energy as you to make it work, to make it last. Now, the reason why a Pisces cut you off, let me see. Let's see, who is this? Palfi said, your identity is a source of your consciousness of one soul. In the soul, the one and only. If you never reach this truth, you'll never know yourself, and those who don't will never work with me. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, and this is why you find in businesses, people get fired. It's not the person, it is your energy. See, when somebody doesn't like your energy, they get rid of you. And I'm gonna tell you why I know this is true. Is because you might think to yourself, damn, such and such is easy. He sticks to himself, or she sticks to herself, doesn't bother anyone, comes to work every day. What was the problem? It's one person. Listen, it could be a honcho. It could be someone that just didn't like your energy. See, your energy could have had a positive effect. Maybe people were smiling. Maybe you were friendly. And then all of a sudden it started to what? Connect with those other friendly workers. And then when everyone is smiling, but let's say your honcho, your boss, has the energy where he doesn't like that. What is he going to do? He's going to get rid of you. See? He's going to get rid of you. Because listen, if he wants to keep it like that, why would he let you come in where, oh, now you're adapting and all these other people have the same common energy? He's like, yo, no, I'm not going to be like them. So he's going to get rid of you because he doesn't like the energy. That's what I'm saying. It's not you. Stop thinking that it's a person. Because the Decepticons want you to think that, oh, yeah, it was you, man. Yeah, you look weird, or no, that's stupid. It wasn't you, it was your energy, man. See? That's why people, when they choose pets, they always choose the pet that behaves a certain type of way, that gives a certain energy to match theirs. They don't look at the pet and say, oh, because it's a pit bull, oh, just because it's a Great Dane, oh yeah, I'll get one, or I'll get this one. No, they get it based off the behavior, the energy that it gives off. And they look at it and say, oh, this would be a perfect fit for my family because we are more what? Relaxed. We are more calm, or hey, we're more energetic. They pick the animal based off its energy. They pick the person based off their energy. If they pay for a service, they always go with the person that they like the energy from the person. And that's why you get fired as a painter, a plumber, based off your energy. You come in and people realize, oh, you're too talkative, you're gone. It has nothing to do with, oh, because of the way you paint. No, it's because they don't like your energy. See? It's your energy is always the number one factor when people like you and when they don't, because of the flow. See? And that's the thing. And you cannot change it. So don't get hard, like don't go hard on yourself and get into a blame of, oh, they didn't like me because I was too tall, too short, or hey, I was slow moving. No, it ain't got nothing to do with that. It's your energy. Now, here's the thing. When a Pisces cuts you off, there's the different factors here, okay? We got toxicity, emotions, and emotions is the first one. That's the main one, okay? Because you can emotionally disrespect a Pisces, and a Pisces is like, yo, I ain't letting that slide. See, and it's because you could have invalidated their feelings repeatedly. See, because a Pisces, the reason why is because the way a Pisces would treat you, they wouldn't do you like that. See? So if you do it to them, oh, all hell breaks loose. See, you could have mocked their sensitivity. And a lot of times, a Pisces is very sensitive to disrespect, especially to their emotions. You could say something, and a Pisces might say, well, why did you say that? Or why you say it like that? And usually that's what a Pisces is referring to, the emotions, when they say, why you say it like that? Because it's like, what do you really see? Nothing is never clear. When people deal with Pisces, they always do it in the dark. They always do it with the fog, with the illusion. And it's always like the way a person comes off, they're all smiling, smiley, friendly. But then all of a sudden they have these secret little jabs and low blows that it's like, yo, your actions are not adding up to how you're trying to come off to me. So then it's always this little guessing game of what's going on. But here's the thing. The intuition doesn't fall for you. You could listen, you could play games, tap dance all day. The intuition would not be fooled. See? And that's what a Pisces gonna go off of, is say, yo, you're doing all these little mind games, but I see your flow. I see your cycle, and I'm here to end it. See? Because a Pisces will say, well, look, man, here's the deal. I don't want to deal with you anymore. I ain't got time for this bull crap, and I'm done with it. See? That's how a Pisces handles it, is that you must remove yourself from that person's energy. You must cut off the cycle. See? Because for you, Pisces, that's your protection. It's boundaries. Now, another thing is that if you make a Pisces feel too much, you're cooked. See? Because a Pisces, listen, a Pisces energy is formless, okay? So imagine pouring water in a cup, and you see the water is calm. Anything you add to it, then it changes it. It's like the color changes if it's filthy. But if you notice, if you add water to water, the color doesn't change. See? It stays the same. So that's why I said that. That's why Pisces wants to merge and must merge. So the energy, it calmly flows. And this is the thing. When a Pisces feel too much, when you make it that way, now a Pisces knows that, okay, you're trying to read me. You're trying to get a reaction out of me. You're trying to get me to do something outside of my energy, see, of which it flows, or outside of myself. And that's what a Pisces knows. See, listen, those that try to control others, they do this. They try to open you up like a can of tuna. They try to open you up and find weak spots within your aura, the way you come off. They want to, pick and choose how and when they want to take advantage of you and how they feel they're going to control you. See? So you got to be careful, because when somebody make you feel too much and you realize, damn, why am I feeling all these different things that I wasn't even really paying attention to because I didn't think it was that important? But damn, you making me feel like you coming off this way, you're saying this, you walking funny, you moving funny. See, a Pisces, that's what I'm saying. You do not want a Pisces to start Pisceing, because listen, when a Pisces start Pisceing, that's what a Pisces would do. They would be like, man, I don't like the way he moved funny, man. He talking, he smell, why is his breath smelling like that? Why he looking like that? Why he talking like that? Why he walk out the back door? Why did he pick that up like that? It's just like all these little things start jumping out at us. It's information, like the Matrix. It's like, wait a minute. You done saw so much, felt so much. Guess what this does? It gets you cut off. See? Because when you doing too much, Pisces gonna say, you know what? I'm done with this shit. Block, cut, blocked, done. You gonna be like, damn. Hey, I'll stop. Nope. You're done. You're cooked. I done seen too. You done had all my sensors going off. All my alarms going off that I'm not even gonna even put my finger in and taste it. Nope. And see if it's hot or cold. I'm done. See? Now, here's the thing. If you only come to a Pisces when you need something, you're getting cut off. Cut, chop, blocked, the whole thing. Cut, chop is like cut, chop, block, and you're done. See? Now, another thing is you ignored them when they needed the support. See? That's the worst thing. If you try to ignore a Pisces, don't think for 1 second that Pisces didn't catch on. See? It's that small thin line, that little delay that it's like, yo, you trying to ignore me? Okay, I know what time it is. See, it's morphin' time. See, a Pisces knows it. Why do I say it like this? Because it's those little subtle things. It's very subtle. And you have to catch it when it happens. Your intuition will let you know, like, oh, that person just tried to ignore you. It took them a whole hour to respond. And you like, yo, I wouldn't do that to you. But now I know your true colors. Now I know how you feel about me, see? You ain't really rocking with me the way you coming off. So now I got to cut you off. This is why you get unfriended on Facebook and you like, yo, why that Pisces unfriend me on Facebook? They seen something, see? They seen something that you didn't think they saw. They heard something that, oh, see, a Pisces knows when you're fake. They know when, oh, you're not the real way that you come off to be because of the illusion. Man, listen. A Pisces can see right through illusions. So anytime somebody is behaving in such a way that's not really them, you're cooked. And you wonder why you can't get that Pisces to laugh because your fake ass come around doing the same little dance and the little move. A Pisces like, yo, what you hitting backflips for? You ain't no acrobat. I see right through you. See? Like you ain't that, you're not the way you're coming off, so I can't talk to you. See? Until you own your true behavior that I see within you. See? But I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm not going to sit here. I'm not your counselor. I'm not going to say, yo, you need to act more like yourself. That's not my job. See? I'm just going to cut you off and let you see the real you for who you truly are, that you don't like about yourself. See? So you don't do that, because when a Pisces sees this, they automatically cut you off, and you don't even realize that they're not going to even F with you at all. See? It's like when you say something, the Pisces won't say anything to you. But here's the thing. Here's the powerful thing about it. Is a Pisces will literally tell you to your face, I ain't fucking with you. Hey man, I hear you, bro. If somebody asks you, oh, what did you think about the football game? A Pisces will cut you off and say, yo, it doesn't even matter. Stop talking to me. I don't even want to talk. Hey man, don't even talk to me. Don't even say nothing to me, bro. Oh, the game, I don't give a shit. Go ask him about how the game went down. Because this game you playing, I'm not buying it. See? Because that Pisces knows that's the one you gotta watch that's trying to be something that he's not, or that she's not. See? Because they'll do something fake, and then the real them will be the one to betray you. It's cold-blooded. And it's your fault because you believe what you saw. The whole time that wasn't really them. So how can you blame them when you fell for the okie doke? See? I kind of wanted some okie doke popcorn too, by the way, but you know what? I'm not funny. I shouldn't even have said that, man. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, the thing about it is that you probably weaponize their vulnerability. See? And a Pisces is like an actor, a comedian, because when you try to do something to Pisces, a Pisces can literally make a joke out of it to where even if they were vulnerable in the situation, a Pisces would be like, oh, you want to attack me when I'm vulnerable, man? Damn, I just helped you out. I just looked out for you. You just trying to clown me like that? And sometimes it be the truth. See, why I say sometimes, because a Pisces literally will talk to you, be playing around, but still on point. And it's like the little teeth of a piranha just digging inside, just shredding you up mentally, because you like, yo, I didn't even know this Pisces seen all that. I didn't even know they was on to me the way that they were. I didn't know this person knew all this, all my little sneaky little tricks and things that I'm doing. See? But a Pisces would play, they will play with you, but they're not playing with you. That's the funny part. See? They use that to make it seem like, oh, it's okay to be like that. Okay, it's okay to know these things. Okay, yeah, you want to play with my vulnerability, but then it also shows your it shows your hand. See, it shows what card you playing with, and you don't even know it. You don't even know it, because a Pisces will literally have the intuition show them something, and then they will test it to confirm it. But they might do it in a jokey way that makes you feel comfortable showing your true colors. And little do you know, you done said too much, and hey, you become knee deep, and all of a sudden you done showed your hand. And I had this happen to me because I was talking to someone and I knew they was shiesty. See, just how they got in the car, I'm like, who the hell is this? Oh, that's my homie, bro. This my homie that I was telling you about. I'm like, nah, bro, this dude look, And then I'm like, my intuition didn't agree with it. His energy was different, see? His energy was going against mine, because I'm like, yo, who the hell is this? Get them out of here. I do not like this person off the rip. Didn't even know their name. Just the way they came in, the way they moving, the way they talking. I'm like, nah, bro. I can't hang around this type of person. But to confirm it, I'm like, yo, I started talking about, some type of shiesty little situations like, yo, yeah, man, they got the old girl, man. She looking for that, she looking for that. I can't say all the little words on here, you guys, but it was something related to, like, the little angel dust or whatever. I'm like, yo, you probably, I got some people over there trying to get served and whatnot. As soon as he started talking about, hey, you know what? Oh, my little homegirl, yeah, man, she got some people too, you know what I'm saying? So you need, hey, you want to get something for you, go to down? I'm like, see, I knew it. Don't y'all Pisces hate that when y'all intuition be telling you something, and then it be the same, it be right on the damn money. You be like, I knew it. And it's like, that's what you feel from this person. This is why you do not like their energy, because you like, yo, I don't want to be around these little slick little D-boys, and to the way, because they all, listen, the problem with hanging around people that like to be slick is that they'll try to work it on you, see? And it's like, there's levels to being slick, and it's like, who you really want to be feeling all that? And no, see? Because you Pisces, you're going to feel every little slick little thing that tries to slide, move, hide, you're going to feel it. So don't want to even put yourself with a person like that goes against how, your operation, the way that you're wired. Now, they could have, you could have tried to gaslight a Pisces about certain situations, and they could have clearly felt that you were wrong in. That could set a Pisces off emotionally to where they cut you off. You compare them to others constantly. You made them question their self-worth. Now, the toxic patterns that could get you cut off from a Pisces is you lying about small things. Because sometimes, when people lie about small things, you really realize that, what are you lying about that for? Like, I remember one guy was bragging about the fact that he had made $100,000, but he already spent it. And I was just like, he told the lie, then he said, oh, the 100,000, oh, I had that before. I had 100,000. But then my grandmother, he had a sob. like I said, I just knew it was BS. And I was like, yo, why you lie about that? To me, it was dumb. That'll get you cut off. Because a Pisces, once you lie once to a Pisces is done with you. See? Because now you don't have the integrity. It's like, yo, I can't trust you. Anything you say, I'm not gonna believe it. See? So let me see here. Yeah, definitely family included, Nate. Definitely. See, Ron said, no, you're right. Sometimes it's hard to meet their standards. I don't get it. Yeah, definitely. Karma said, yeah, trying to get you to act out of character. Facts. Kiva said, it's like the universe trolling on us on the daily. Intuition never steer me wrong ever. Facts. But that's the thing, like Karma said, equal give or take. Yeah, it's like I've noticed that it's just that it's easier to cut somebody off, like I say, unless they speak in the same frequencies. The frequency is off, they're going to become an enemy. See, you're going to create a hidden enemy by tolerating them, knowing that they don't have the same common interests of energy, behavior, and you do not want to change just to keep this person around. See, because it's going to feel like, oh, you might actually, let's say you've been lonely for a couple years or a couple months or a couple weeks. You want somebody to talk to. Listen, you better off talking to someone from another state that has the same love language. And understand this, it's not good. I'm not saying that, oh, you have to find someone just like you, but in a way they have to have the similar energy, because it has to, that's what it's going to take to have a connection. You both must agree to be on the same team, because if you have different plans and this person have different plans, it's not going to work. Your energy is different. See, other people are putting themselves first. But if, let's say, you're the type of person that you are built a certain type of way, you have to get to know people to find that, because it's other people out there that's just like you, that think just like you. And it's not like, oh, you think in such a far-fetched way. It's just like, yo, there's people out there that like certain things that other people don't like. So that would be your group. Oh, this person likes to draw and paint. Well, it's like when you go on Reddit. You go on Reddit, you find different threads where people have the same damn situation going on. And they talk about the same situations because they all feel like that. See? They all feel like, oh, so if you hang around someone that hates the same shit you hate, that's your group. See? If someone, they don't like snowboarding, they don't like certain type of jobs, that's your group. Let's say, oh, you got friends that are like Diddy. You hang out with other friends that like the same damn topics, activities, intimate moments, whatever. That's your group. You will never catch a straight guy hanging out with a pride type of guy. You will never see that. See? You won't. It just doesn't happen. It won't happen. See? It don't work like that. Why do I say that? It's because people, when they do something, let's say they put it like this, somebody play basketball, they're going to hang with other people that like basketball too. You'll never catch someone that wants to jump rope hanging with a group of guys that want to play basketball every day. See? They're all going to share the same energy and jump into it. See? And that's what keeps them connected. Now, another thing is, if you try to play mind games with a Pisces, you're cooked. You blame a Pisces for your behavior, you're cooked. Projection. And I feel like this, okay, for those of you that don't know what projection means, it's basically when a person is doing it and then they try to blame you. See? And projection is like they try to make it seem like you're doing that to them, but they're actually doing that to you. And It's the behavior. It could be accusations. It could be gaslighting you, saying that, oh, and you know what's crazy is that when someone doesn't like you, they will project. Someone's jealous of you, they will project onto you. See? They will try to accuse you of something off the rip because they're doing it. See? It's the very thing they're doing. So if they accuse you of something and it's like, yo, you always think you're all that, you know, you're doing this because they think that way. See, that's the trick. Now, another thing is if you are hot and cold, a Pisces is going to cut you off. If you cause drama for attention, you're getting cut off. You only showed up when it benefited you, you're cooked. And you cheated emotionally or physically, you're cooked. See? Now, yes, a Pisces can be jealous, but it's not in a way that is, you know, violent and dangerous, in a way that's like, yo, on an extreme level. It's just the subtle jealousy that a lot of people have, animals have it. And that's just like, if a person, for instance, let's say you meet a group of friends, right? And then all of a sudden you meet another new friend. And the other friend, you put them, let's say your friends put them on, right? But then they exclude you. How would a Pisces feel? Guess what? All y'all getting cut off. See that? Because now a Pisces realized that it's not so much related to jealousy in a negative connotation. It's more like, yo, you wouldn't have what you have if it wasn't for me. See? And I see that happening a lot, is that Pisces will have a group entourage full of friends. And then once you try to mix those friends with other friends of yours, sometimes you end up getting X'd out, Pisces, because now the new friends see the benefits of your other friends. And now it's like, yo, now let's say your other friends gave one of your other friends a job. And it's like, yo, now that person X's you out because they see the benefits of the other friend. Like, yo, this is actually a better situation because this person hooked me up. But you wouldn't have had that hookup had it not been for the other person. So that's the little things that can happen. And this is why a lot of Pisces like to gatekeep when it comes to friendships, because they realize this. It's not that we only try to keep the friends that we know to ourselves, but we must watch the fact that people will try to use us to get those benefits from other friendships. And that can happen unconsciously, to where you might introduce them to somebody you know, just because you guys are in the same environment. You're like, yo, this is my friend such and such, this is such and such. And then all of a sudden they start, you know, having conversations secretly, and they're not telling you about none of the plans that they've made with each other. And you're like, damn, you wouldn't have known this person without me. So why are you trying to X me out of the situation? But remember, if that happens, let it go. See? And yes, definitely put them on the chopping block. Because listen, if that person no longer respect you, they may have slipped through the cracks. Cut them off, block them. See? It's better to do that than to try to argue and try to change your identity just to put up with these people and tolerate them or keep them in your life. Facts, Karma, we definitely don't kiss ass. Nope. That's the thing. Like, we just feel like we call that basically not remembering where you came from, thinking you too good to, like, you know, show pay homage, or hey, just to get the whole, you know, humbleness to the equation or the situation. Now, the energy drain is when you realize when you talk to people, they put you down. They may joke about you, but they're giving you low blows, and they're trying to laugh it off like they're just joking. Those are all considered energy drainers, okay? So a Pisces would definitely catch on to this and cut you off, because the people that are really your friends, they don't play like that. They don't get they don't go to a level of trying to sneak diss you and trying to do little, things to really hurt you with what they're saying, but they're trying to go about it in a covert, in a sneaky way. They wouldn't do that. When people joke with you, that is the true them. See, they say something to hurt you or to embarrass you. They're really trying to do that. They're really trying to get a reaction out of you. See, now another energy drain situation to look at is that a person may trauma dump on you, see, but never heal from the situation. See, they just want to dump onto you and drain and give you the spirit of heaviness by just keep unloading bull crap into your ears. This happened to me. The squirrels are stealing chocolate chip cookies from my table every morning. I need to get a new window set. You're just telling you bull crap, bull crap, bull crap. And it's like, yo, enough is enough. Are you ever going to say anything positive? See, another thing to watch out for when it comes to, and this could be related to energy vampires as well. Another energy drain situation where a Pisces would cut you off is, let's say, you envy their success, being around you, just felt heavy. You stressed them out more than supported them. Another thing too, that can affect the Pisces mood when it comes to, because some Pisces just likes to chill. They don't really like a whole lot of noise, see? Because the thing about it is, like, let's say you play loud music and a Pisces, you're just trying to relax. That could really drain the energy of a Pisces, talking behind their backs. If somebody competes with you, and this is one subtle thing you got to watch. When someone competes with you instead of celebrating with you. And what I mean by that is that, how people are they're quick to compete with you, but then like, oh, it's your birthday, or hey, something good happens for you, they're reluctant to actually celebrate with you. See, they're not gonna, they're slow to clap for you, but it's like, oh, if they see the competition, opportunity, they're quick to hurry up and get on that type of energy, or they're quick to do that versus the other thing. That's something you really got to watch, because that shows they must get cut off from you, okay? Another thing is you created chaos in their calmness, because that's another thing. You can't control the Pisces. You just can't, see? Because when you try to, you realize there's no floor. When you look down, you realize that, damn, it's not anything that I could grab onto or latch onto. No emotion. And you cannot see the boundaries of Pisces anyway. So there's nothing to hold on. That's why I say when you look down, you realize there's no floor. So you end up drowning, attempting to do so. And that's the thing. Like, people don't understand, like, trying to sit there and control a Pisces, you don't even know what you're seeing, if that's actually what you're seeing. It's like, yo, it looks easy, but it's extremely difficult to do so. So it's like, don't even try it, because the illusion, people die and people disappear from a Pisces life because they assume. See, you can't assume that a Pisces is the same way in thinking that, oh, you got $20 out of them on Monday with your little sob story, thinking that, oh, they're always like that, or they always would do that for you. Because that mood is what people don't see. See, the mood. A Pisces probably was in a good mood on Monday. See, they just saved a little couple dollars on their car insurance. Maybe something, made them feel happy for the day, and hey, they were just generous for those 2 seconds. But best believe you're not gonna run it back and get it the same way you got it on Monday. Nope. And the funny thing is, a Pisces can feel when you're trying to do that. A Pisces can feel when you're trying to read them, and they'll just do the opposite. See. Because you might think that, oh, it's just that easy, but you don't really realize how slippery that fish is, man. See, in the moment you think you've caught them, they do something different that you're not ready for. See, and that might be to bite you, because listen, a Pisces gonna do the very thing you're trying to do to them. So if you're trying to reach reach out to that Pisces just to use them, just to bite the hand that feeds. And guess what? A Pisces is going to feed off of you. It's going to bite the hand because that's what you was trying to do to them. See? Why try to bite? Hey, you try to bite the hand that feeds. Now you wonder why the Pisces is feeding on your goddamn hand. See? But yeah. So another thing is with the coming of growth and evolution. Now, a Pisces has one mood, and that's called being bored. Okay. When the friendship is no longer interesting, what once used to make you laugh, make you cry. Where once the one thing that made you cry made you laugh, right? It's like where you start to feel like everything becomes predictable with a person, where you realize that, oh, there's no more surprises. There's no more, oh, I actually listened to something that was funny for the day that made me laugh, right? Well, when a Pisces gets bored, what happens? You get cut off. You're cooked. Yep, you're cooked. And I know this sounds mean because, you don't have to be a dark side Pisces for this to happen. But when a Pisces likes to be around energetic people. See, the people that behave in such a way, it makes you laugh. Like I say, they love the turbulence. They love the chaos and the calmness. That's what makes the storm anyway. See, it's like, yo, you got a little bit of salt and pepper to where, hey, what laugh make you cry. See, and vice versa, a Pisces likes that different exchange. So they like a person that likes to tell long stories and add all the emotions, the details of what happened. This person cheated on such and such. Now they clap back. Such a got shot. We like hearing the stories. We like the exchange, the interchangeable. It flows. It's like the fish. Everything flows, and it's like, yo, we like to work our intuition. We like to, because you have to exercise your intuition for it to be what? Used as a sword. See? You got to exercise it, because if you keep practicing, you're going to get good at it. It's just like basketball. When you first start trying to play basketball, you're going to suck. You're going to miss shots. You're going to be airballing like Shaq. And hey, you're going to be like, damn, I need a little bit more practice. That's the same way with the intuition. As soon as you start using it, you start conditioning, training yourself with it, how do you think it's done though? See? It's done through empathy. Because empathy is empathy could be a blessing and a curse. See? If you use it wrong. But empathy gets in the way. That's why you have to use intuition, see? Because listen, when you use empathy, you dissolve all boundaries. Because now you're just looking straight ahead at the need of a person, at the very thing, the problem, see? But here's the problem. When you use empathy, why I say you dissolve all boundaries is because now you have no protection. You have no protection, meaning that it's going to make you come off too nice. See? That anytime you come off too nice, guess what? Somebody's going to hurt you. See, it's only when you have protection that, it protects you from 99% of what? Something you're not ready for. A disease or something that can actually hurt you, right? So when you wear protection, it protects you. Your protection is your intuition, see? The empathy tells you, go right in. And you like, wait a minute, it could be something in there that could hurt me if I just go in there raw. See? Because empathy doesn't have, empathy is like love, see? But it's like, it doesn't have it's basically going head first into a situation without thinking, see? So it's like, that's what being nice is. Being nice, you could go being nice into the hood full of Crips or something and get taken advantage of because there's no protection. See, you being nice already shows other people you have no boundaries. See, Why is that? Because we're not born to be nice. See? That's the thing, like wearing a damn party hat to a gunfight. What do you think gonna happen to you? You wear a birthday hat to a damn gunfight, you gonna get your brains blown out. It's not because, oh, you have the hat on. People realize that, oh, you think it's a game? You're gonna be the first one that's gonna get targeted. See? Because the energy, it would be foolish for you to do that. See? That's why I say empathy could be a curse, because you could actually be nice to the wrong person. And guess what? The wrong person doesn't have a stamp on their head that says the wrong person. You see how being nice could get you in trouble? Could get you killed? Could get you taken advantage of? Could get you scammed? And all of us, we all have done it. And a lot of people think that that's going to get them peace by being nice. Nope. As soon as people see that, oh, you're giving something away, you're being nice, you're giving away free cookies, guess what? A whole bunch of guys, a whole bunch of ninjas, they gonna say, yo, hey man, she giving away free cookies to go in there. They don't give a damn about you. They want to go in there and freeload and eat up all them damn cookies you be bringing in. They don't like you. They just like the stuff you bring. They just like the cookies. See? And you wonder why you don't get the respect. See, but people respect you when you're not nice. You notice that? See? People respect you when you have boundaries. That's crazy. People respect you when it's 5 people asking you for a favor and you say no. You say no, and you know why you say no? Because I don't want to do it. See? I don't feel like doing it. I don't want to do it. See? When you set boundaries, the people say, oh, he's not easily moved. I can't make him do something that he doesn't want to do, or her. Now all of a sudden they come at you right now because they realize, oh, I can't just walk in. I just can't come up on this person without what? A boundary. Saying no is you putting boundaries down. See? Because when you set boundaries, it shows what? It shows value. And value is worth way more. See? It's worth way more. And so when people have easy access to you and everything about you so soon, so quick, because you're being nice, you're holding the door open. You're holding the door open for what? An intruder. Somebody to come in and hurt you. And you wonder why you get hurt when you're nice. I didn't say too nice. I'm saying nice. When you just, oh, I'm going to be nice to these people that just moved in across the street. Why? People must earn trust. They must earn that kindness, that gesture. They have to earn it. Don't just give it away to anybody. Don't just give any old body your energy and just say, oh, you could just have your way with me. Here you go. Free cookies for everybody. Oh, I'm going to go to the neighbor's house and put a flower or give them something to eat. Don't do that. See? Those will be the same people that break into your house in the middle of the night. See? And then you don't know why your living room TV's missing. See? Because they realize there's no boundaries. What is stopping me? Oh, let's go over there and steal such and such big screen TV. Oh, that's that lady. That's the nice lady, right? The one that gives the cookies. Yeah. Easy lick. See? You wonder why they would rather steal from the nice person, because there's no boundaries. That's why they know where to go, where not to go. Well, I was thinking about going to Tim's house tonight. Yeah, you know that guy, Tiny Tim, that lives up the street? And everybody's like, oh, no, I ain't going over there, man. He got dogs and all kind of shit. You ain't gonna even... it's gonna take us forever. We been and got caught. We go over there because there's boundaries there, and they know they can't just go through his yard and cut through his yard. There's a pit bull waiting on them, all kind of cameras and everything. They like, oh hell no, nah, we ain't going to Tim's house. We been there, got shot. See, so that's why people know. They know who they can run that game on. See, but they know, oh, we can't just run over there to do. They know when they can and when they can't. In other words, another thing is that when it comes to a Pisces standards increasing, a lot of people will get cut off, left behind. A Pisces transcends, so it's not just a transformational situation. A Pisces transcends, so when they realize that a reset must happen, oh, they need to leave people alone. It might just be stepping out of the public eye for, a couple of weeks, couple of months. They could be on a fast. They could be on a, some type of situation that basically allows them to grow, and they need to let go of people that they feel like have been holding them back. Now, another thing is that Pisces, another thing with the red flags, you may have noticed those red flags and you can see them clearly, and that can make you cut off someone. See, you could just be choosing peace over passion. See, another thing is your intuition wouldn't let you ignore the truth anymore. See, sometimes you just gotta. Sometimes it's hard. I understand it's the hardest thing. It's like taking that knife and just, and you like, man, I can't do this no more. I can't hang with these people no more. I gotta let them go, man. It ain't working. I tried. You could have been the damn 10th time, and you like, I can't do it no more. It's hurting me more than staying. And that's when you know, whenever you start feeling that in the beginning, hey man, save yourself some time and heartache and pain and wasted time and leave. Because you will feel that. You say, damn, I really felt this earlier on. The energy shift. And now I realize I stayed a little too long. Even if you're knee deep in the situation, you always can back out. You always can leave. See? And that's why I tell people that work bad jobs that they don't like. You could always quit and find another one. Just make sure you find another one first before quitting. Because if you quit without something lined up, then you're hurting yourself, because now from that time until you find something, you'll be losing out on money. Now, let me see. Yeah, definitely choices. Choices, decisions. I don't believe in like settling. I know a lot of times people may say, oh, let's settle for this job, or hey, let's settle for this because, oh, that's income. I do believe in strategy, but don't settle because you can get too comfortable. See, if you get too comfortable doing something you hate, then you might stay a little longer than you should. Let's see. Exalted said, I got blocked for telling the shorty to oil her scalp. I was just looking out, you feel me? Said she a moisture can too, Carol's daughter or something. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, suggestions is, see, when it comes to suggestions, people that take offense to what you say to them, that shows you that they are an enemy. See, because listen, why I say that is because if somebody likes you, they accept the constructive criticism. They'll be like, oh, thank you, man. My lips are crusty. Thank you for telling me. Oh, man. Or they might grab some Vaseline and say, yo, let me put some on. Hey, man, by the way, real, your lips is dry, bro. Or you got a booger in your nose, bro. Oh, thanks for looking out, bro. Why would I be mad? If I'm mad and offended, that means that I'm your enemy. See? That means I'm your open enemy, because enemies will be the one, if they take it in a sense where they think you're talking down on them and making them feel, if they even go there to those type of thoughts, they're not your friend. See? Because that's the anytime you get offended, that means you feel some type of way towards that person, regardless if they're looking out for you and telling you, yo, you got something on your face, or hey, you got something on your nose. Because I'm gonna tell you, how did I know I was surrounded by enemies? Was once I was working and I had ate some powdered donuts, and I had powdered donuts like in the corners of my mouth, and I didn't even know. And I had powder, white stuff just all on my lips and my chin. And I went to work, and I literally didn't have a chance to go to the bathroom to really notice. And then all of a sudden, when I did get a chance to go sit in the car, I went to for my lunch break. I looked in the mirror and I seen all that shit on my mouth. I'm like, yo, I said, they didn't tell me I had this shit in my face. I said, they bogus. But it let me know like that's because they're not your friends. Listen, why would they look out for you if they don't like you? They're not gonna look out for you. They would probably be laughing at you and wanted to stay there a little longer so you can embarrass yourself when people can see it. So that's the thing, like when people look out for you, that's because they value you. But people like don't tell you about certain things, like, oh, you got something on this, or hey, your shoes untied, or hey, your zipper's open, or just something to look out. They don't tell you. That's because they like, yo, his lips look, he got that white. Don't tell him. That mean they don't like you. See, because why would they try to clown you? A friend wouldn't do that. Now, another thing is stop making excuses when people do these things. Don't make an excuse for them. Oh, they're just playing. No. If somebody lets you, hey, let's say a neighbor sees your door. Let's say you close your door. A neighbor saw that, oh, you forgot to close your door. They didn't tell you. And then they tell you after the fact. Maybe they tell you in the morning, yo, Bob, you left your door unlocked. You're like, yo, why didn't you tell me when you saw me leaving? See, why did you delay? You delayed the whole timing of telling me. So that let me know that I can't trust you, because damn, what you wait so long for? It's like little stuff like that's why they say if you find a credit card, it's better for you to just throw it in the sewer. Just don't even because listen, if you're really looking out for someone, like you said, you were just telling the lady or the man about his dry scalp. It's like, yo, if I find a card and I'm like, yo, Timmy, I found your credit card. You dropped your card. Why would you think, oh, why do you have my credit card? Did you steal my card from me? And it's like, yo, I just found it. Now the person is going on their bank account checking to make sure. It's like, yo, and that's sometimes you might think you're looking out, but you're actually taking a risk. But it actually will show you. It'll show you how a person thinks about you, because it's like, say you go by someone's house and then they're like, oh, checking their room to make sure nothing's stolen. Then you will realize, damn, you're supposed to be my homie, but you don't trust me. It's like little stuff like that. Like you got to pay attention to how people, communicate with you to know how they really feel about you. It's like, yo, why are you questioning? I didn't take nothing, man. Hey, bro, why'd you even have me come over if you don't trust me? This is little stuff that you can't ignore. And when someone shows you that, you have to cut them off. See? It's not that, oh, you're being a crybaby and, oh, you took it such a way. You took it to heart. No, it's just it's the concept. It's like, yo, do I want to be around someone that doesn't trust me? Because then it's like a domino effect. It only gets worse. It's like, yo, now they're questioning you. Now they're, hey, man, let me check your pockets. It starts to become an issue. See, you want to stop it at the start. It's like, yo, you don't trust me. How about I just not even come over anymore? How about I just disappear? See, it's like, yo, you don't value me, and I'm not going to sit here and fight or, kiss your ass or try to make you trust me. Like, no, you already made your mind up. So I might as well just leave it alone. See, don't try to persuade or talk yourself into making it work. In other words, yeah, definitely tell everybody else. Yep. Now, another thing is that the boundary violations that you have to watch out for. If you cross the boundary after being warned, take your shoes off at the front door when you come in my house. Then if I see, oh, you didn't listen, it's curtains. See, Another boundary violation to watch out for is if your person disrespects your family or close ones, or they might make a comment about somebody that's, you know, a family member of yours. I remember one time I was in a clothing store, and the guy that was at the little desk where they give you a number to go change in the a little dressing room little thing. I was in line and I smelled the dude at the little front counter looking thing that's in the dressing room. He gave me the number and he was musty. I was like, damn, dude smells like a damn cousin subs. I'm like, damn, I want a cousin sub. Hey, is he secretly holding out? Damn, I probably would like to get one of those subs, you know, maybe the little tuna sub or something. I'm like, dude, this dude was musty as hell. And then it was another dude that was standing looking like he was waiting for someone. And I told him, I said, yo, you smell that? And he was like, no, I don't smell nothing. I said, yo, dude at the little counter, I said, dude's musty as hell. He said, oh, that's my cousin, bro. I said, I know you smell. It just like when he said that's my cousin, I'm like, and you sitting here waiting, like, it let me know, like, that's why I say, like, certain people that are connected with their energy, they are literally in the same vicinity. You say, oh, something, and all of a sudden a person doesn't say nothing, you know, it's like, oh, you're tolerating. Oh, that's what you're doing. Okay, you know he's musty, but because he's your cousin, you exempt him from, any type of, you know, announcing of him being musty. So it's like, oh, you're just gonna ignore it. Okay, cool. But that's the thing, like, some people tolerate people in their situation. Like I knew two brothers, the same situation. Only difference was this guy, he couldn't help it. See, he had a situation going on, but the thing about it was his brother would never address it because that was his brother. So it's like, oh, it's all good, it's cool. Okay, he stinks, but he can't help it, so we ain't gonna talk about it. But it's like, you can't expect other people to just tolerate it. If it's like, you can't expect someone else to tolerate it just because it's your brother. It's like, no, that's your boundary. My boundary is that it stinks and I'm getting the hell up out of here. See? So you gotta be able to be able to just take it to where, hey, this doesn't suit me, I'm leaving. See? And not suffering because, oh, you might care about how it looks. Oh, his brother stinks, and hey, I don't want him to know that I hate the smell. You know, like, oh, I'm gonna look bad, then I'm gonna look like a piece of shit because I'm telling his special needs brother that he stinks. It's like, yo, well, what are we gonna do then? Because I'm not gonna sit here and smell this shit just because, oh, their family. And I really be thinking, like, when some people, it's like you would think that they just cut their nose off for that moment. I'm like, yo, you smell. I smelled this one, man, listen, I smelled the worst smell of my life. And literally, I just couldn't take it. Like, it smelled so bad that it, like, literally hit my nose membranes, and I literally, like, almost puked. And I'm like, yo, to watch the whole rest of the people with him tolerate it, I just question the fact, like, yo, you got to smell that, bro. It just stunk so bad that I was just like, yo, I can't even, like, imagine you're in a lecture hall of a classroom, a place that, you know, you have to wait, and you smell something awful like that. It's like, I could look at people's faces and facial expressions. They care about more of how they will look if they get up and walk out the room. And shit, I'm out of there. I ain't trying to save face. I'm gone. When something smells, that's why I say, if you don't like something, you have to stick to what you don't like. See, Don't try to look at, well, how is it going to look? And hey, people are going to think I'm nuts, or hey, people are going to, don't care about what other people think. Now, another thing too is someone could get cut off if they embarrass you publicly, Pisces. They expose your private, conversations, minimize your traumas. They try to take advantage or manipulate your empathy. And that's a big one because, like I say, when you are being cordial, friendly, giving someone the benefit of the doubt when they're not deserving of it. And let's say you just do that because that's just you, okay? But then someone tries to take advantage of you. They try to manipulate your empathy because they know you would, or hey, you've done it before. That will piss you off, and then that will get someone cut off because it's like now you see that it's and it's an expectation of the other person asking you. It's like, yo, I know this Pisces will give me a ride, but now you had 3 other people that would take you, but now you're still waiting on the Pisces to take you because, oh, you like the way the Pisces did it. It's like, no, don't do that. If you have 3 other people that was willing to take you, why didn't you accept the offer? Why did you wait for me? Oh, because you thought I was a nice one. And, oh, I had the heat on and I took you to McDonald's to get you some food and some other bullshit with that ride. See, it's like you got to pay attention when people see, oh, what they can get, what else they can get more. It's not just a favor. It's like, yo, you took me to make a D's. You took me to pick my son up. That's what you got to watch. See, is when you did a little extra. And sometimes you got to tell people if you don't want to do it, tell them. I know it's hard. I know you feel so uncomfortable because you're a Pisces, or if you're not a Pisces, you're just a kind-hearted person. But if you don't want to do something, don't do it. It's better for you to discover an enemy because the person cussed you out, or hey, because you would have never seen it. You would have never heard it. You would have never known that they really felt like that. That's how you would have never known how they really felt about you had you not told them no. You may have said, yeah, I'll give you a ride, but oh, can you take me to get my groceries? Or hey, can you take me to pick up my brother and get some lunch at McDonald's because I haven't eaten yet? Nope. I'm willing to take you. Hey, I'm willing to give you one ride because the commute is close to home. But I'm not taking you to pick your brother up. I'm not taking you to go get Mickey D's. I'm not taking you to go get your laundry done and all these other things. See? Because, I don't want to do it. Don't let people sit there and pay you and, oh, I give you 25 or, $30 or no, I don't want to do it. See, sometimes you just got to know how you feel and care more about yourself than, it's not, you're not an asshole. You said, yo, I'll give you a ride, but that's it. It's not every day, and it's not going to be all these extra trips. But sometimes, Pisces, when you agree to something, people try to, you give them an inch, they try to take a mile. And sometimes you might go along with it because it could have been something related to an attachment. Maybe the conversation, maybe you guys were talking about fishing and, the fight, the game, or whatever it was. And you might have wanted to, you might wanted to politic a little bit longer with them. So you did those things. You took him to the McDonald's. You took him to go get his brother. You went, but the problem is that when you were being too nice, that's when they saw no boundaries. So that's why they had passed up those 3 rides and took it with it and waited for you. See? Because now it's like, yo, I want to go get some more Mickey D's. I want to pick my brother up. I want to get a ride and some. See? And that's that's when you have to cut it off. See? Because now you see it's not about the ride. It's about the person trying to control you. See? Now, another thing is they didn't value your loyalty, Pisces. So this get you cut off. And then, like I say, self-preservation. You probably felt, Pisces, you're the only one that was, apologizing. You might have cried more than smiled, you know, than they smiled with you. You might feel like you were more emotional. And that's another thing too. If you're the one that's always apologizing, it's like the person that never fesses up, owns, or gives back. Like, let's say they cheated you, took advantage, they didn't make it right. Those are the things you want to watch for. You know, let's say you felt more anxious and, you know, instead of secure, you want to look at that. Another thing too, never shrink yourself. Like some people, especially Pisces, may feel like, oh, they had to shrink themselves just to, you know, keep everybody else comfortable. Nope. If you feel like, oh, I got to tone my energy down just so everybody else can feel comfortable. Nope. That means that situation, it has expired. Nope. And I know Pisces, y'all know when y'all know, hey, February 19th is just around the corner. I know a lot of y'all Pisces out there, you know what I'm talking about, where you feel like you got to tone down, that you can't tell everybody everything because, oh, you want to, you know, you want to please everybody else or make everybody else feel comfortable just to keep the peace, but you don't have to. That's the thing. You could actually just say, no, I'm not shrinking myself. If I want to celebrate something for myself, I bought myself, I treated myself good, I'm going to do it. I don't give about what anybody else got to say. If they don't like it, they can leave. See, that's how your attitude must be, because now we're talking about someone that has boundaries. See, another thing is your peace could have disappeared, or their peace could have disappeared around you. Okay, you realize that it's no longer peaceful. That get them cut off. You could realize that the love shouldn't hurt that much. You realize that you just finally chose yourself. That's the biggest thing, because like you could be looking out for other people in everything you do, which is draining, and you might realize, damn, I'm the only one that's really looking out for everybody, but I never get that back. See, and you might be questioning and saying why. It's because you have to what? You have to break away from those people. You got to choose yourself. See, you have to fall in love with yourself, care more about yourself. One thing my brother told me, because I don't really talk to my brother that much. He's an Aries, and my brother told me one thing that was very, like, I agree with it at first, but then like as I start to like notice, I said, damn, my brother was right. And the difference between me and him, my brother was like, because my brother, he will always say stuff, and I used to always be like, yo, like, what is he talking about, right? My brother's an Aries, and he told me something very, very, like, it's like a gem, okay? He said, bro, sometimes you gotta be selfish. And I said, what? Selfish? I'm thinking like he's saying like, oh, you gotta be selfish, like just like mean, you know, just self-centered. Like I'm thinking he talking about that, but no. He said sometimes you gotta be selfish, man. He said sometimes you gotta care about just care about you. And don't, he said, and F all the others, you know, I'm like, oh. Then I realized he was right. See? And then that really made me like, it's like I heard his voice in the middle of a situation. I said, yeah, see. And that's when you take your power back, because it's like, yo, everybody's trying to get you to care about them. And that's what it is. That it's like a tug of war, because it's like you could feel that you're losing yourself to a situation or somebody, because they keep on trying to get you to care about them. And in the minute you like, no, I'm not doing it, then that means you care about yourself. Yes, love yourself first, Karma. Yep, definitely. And appreciate that, John Doe. Yeah, definitely trying to stay warm. It was actually 50 degrees earlier, but now it's like back to 28. Yeah, that's the thing. So here's the thing. Okay, so the truth for Pisces in this situation is that don't cut people off impulsively. That's not what don't do that. Like, that's not what I'm saying to do. It's just that Like, and that's not, like I say, that's not something that I'm telling you guys to do, and we don't do that. See, the problem is that we tolerate, we forgive, and we give chances, you know. And but here's the thing, like, that's our empathy. That's our, you know, it's related to our compassion for other people, because we know people that are not perfect, okay? But sometimes we have to remember that we can't save everybody. Appreciate that, Lee Pat, appreciate that. We have to realize that we can't save everyone. That's what we have to remember. And because we look at the best in others, because we treat other people how we want to be treated. So it's like we tolerate, and then we try to like give people a chance. We try to look at, oh, I wasn't perfect, I went through my, you know, ups and downs in life. You try to look at the other person in the same lens. And then the problem is that you can't save everyone. See, the illusion is that, oh, it looks easy. It looks like, oh, this person is just like me, went through the same thing I went through. The problem is you can't. See, you cannot save them. See, and when you grasp that, it changes your perspective on the situation. You start realizing that, damn, I would have to kill myself to actually save this person and still not be able to save them. See, and you know what's crazy? It's like when you hit rock bottom, right? You go to the doctor, they tell you, oh, you're pre-diabetic, oh, you have, like, you know, you have high blood pressure. They tell you all these different things that you notice that, oh, over a course of time, all these different things, including myself, you hear all these different, you know, unfortunate situations due to your situation. But here's the thing. No one's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. See? And when you save yourself, this is when you realize that you are much stronger, because once you realize that, oh, I can save myself, I just got to put the work in. See? I just got to do something different. I gotta detach. See? I gotta detach from all the things that's causing this in order to heal. And you could apply the same thing with friends. When you realize that, oh, all this stuff is hurting you, all you got to do is change it. All you got to do is detach. All you got to do is do something different. Get some different friends. Find the different energy that matches yours. See? And when you do this, you realize the outcome, everything suddenly changes. Because why? When you go without, you start to heal. You heal in isolation. See? That's like when you fast, after the third day, your cells and everything heal your whole body. And all of a sudden, you end up what? You end up burning the fat. You end up shedding off everything. It's almost like metamorphosis. It's like, oh, now you get new skin, new everything flourishing now, because you took away your energy. You left the situation. That tells us that you must cut people off in order to heal. See? Because hanging around somebody and tolerating so much and is wearing you down to where as soon as you break away, now all of a sudden you find what? Clarity. Now you find your way, your lane, your path of who you are. See? Just by what? Removing yourself from a situation, cutting people off and blocking them, keeping them from what? Connecting or reconnecting to you. Now, another thing is that when a Pisces finally detaches, it's because they emotionally left before you noticed. See? That's why you don't get closure. Because a Pisces has what? Taken their emotions away from the situation. They can no longer move in that direction of which the energy flows. Remember, it's energy and motion. See? Now, another thing, a Pisces isn't cutting people off for fun. Like I say, they cut you off after they've cried, forgiven you, defended you, and tried one last time. See? Because everybody deserves a chance, But we have to remember we cannot save them. See, we cannot save others. And here's the thing. If a Pisces or when a Pisces detaches from you, there will be no announcements, there will be no drama, and no second chances, just silence. See? So when you want to know the powerful thing about this, the Pisces knows that in this silence, see, a Pisces can't save you, but they still give you a chance to save yourself. This is what God does. He turns you over to yourself when you're not hearing him. See? So if I turn you over to yourself, that gives you one last final chance to save yourself, to heal yourself by me taking my energy away from you. Because a Pisces can clothe you. See, a Pisces can literally hold you to a point where, oh, you're spiritually protected in such a way. But Pisces is like, yo, you're not hearing me. Let me leave. See, to show you more of yourself and see what was really covering you in the first place. See, so if I turn you over to yourself, you just might save yourself. So a Pisces is still loving you even though they have left. See, because of their presence is still there. People realize the presence that you left. See, the impression. The impression, just like if you go to the dentist and they take an impression of your mouth, it's still there. I still have an impression. See, that's what the dentist uses. So now it's like once I have this piece of you, it's like that impression. Now it's almost like it's like even if I take myself away from you, then the impression is still there. See? So that's why people, they remember you, Pisces, and they say, yo, they can't sleep at night. They stay up all night long thinking about why you left them alone, why you disappeared, why you cut them off, because your impression is still there. See? They literally can feel your presence. It's like, yo, if you don't respect me, you'll realize after I left, did I really leave? Because guess what? Your presence, your impression is still left with them. See? And they remember you in those lessons. They remember, oh, damn, this is the same. Hey, the same. If I try to use that same cycle, oh, remember what happened with that Pisces? Oh, damn, yeah. I ain't doing that again, because that was what? They probably thought that was terrifying. That was probably a situation that they never forget. See? Now, yeah, definitely, you definitely got to leave, because, yeah, it's the confusion of karma. Yeah, definitely will be with them and not us. And Misty and let me see. Yep, energy, and motion, facts. And that's the reason why we take the emotion away, because we no longer are giving this person our energy. See? So that's why we must what? Move into a different direction. See? Now, another thing is okay, so the next thing I'm gonna talk about is why you need to, okay, so when it comes to Scorpio, okay, I wanted to mention this. The problem with Scorpio and Pisces is that the intensity, okay? The intensity of which Scorpio uses emotionally. It becomes too heavy for Pisces, okay? Scorpio loves deep, Pisces loves deep. Now, here's the thing. Putting both of these emotions together, putting both of these signs together as because you got to understand the passion. And then when you look at the passion with Scorpio, then you look at compassion with Pisces. What you have here is a whole emotional pool, okay? Which both can what? Drown in it. Now, Scorpio can be very intense, possessive, and secretive. Pisces absorbs everything. So this is why Scorpio cannot hide from Pisces information, secrets, any of that, because a Pisces simply absorbs everything. So after a while, that makes Pisces feel overwhelmed instead of safe around Scorpio. See, now here's the thing. Scorpio likes to test people, okay? And likes to test energy, where Pisces feels energy and likes to feel things. See, now Scorpio sometimes test the loyalty, but here's the thing. A Pisces doesn't test, they trust. See, now that's what you got to remember when Scorpio, because Scorpio will make you feel protected. They will make you feel good, but you got to, you can't trust them off the rip of them doing that, okay? Or doing so. Now, why? Because Scorpio likes to play power games. See? And they like to see if they have the power over you. They will test to see if they have it for leverage. See? Now, another thing is when Scorpio plays the power games, they could do this by withholding affection. See? That's why they say, well, when Scorpio rules the genitals and whatnot, because they like to use that as a weapon. See? Notice a weapon could be used to what? Protect you or hurt you. That's what a weapon is. That's what a weapon is used for. So so this means whenever they feel slighted, they're going to weaponize affection. They may manipulate you through the sex, get you hooked on it, and then play with it. Power games to where, oh, you're not doing something they want, then all of a sudden they can withhold it, take it away, use it against you. And that's what I'm saying. When they weaponize it, they use it against you, or they could protect you. See, by what? Giving it, they know when to give it and when to take it away. Now, the thing about it is Pisces internalizes it and starts to what? Shrink emotionally when this happens. Now, another thing to look out for is control, okay, versus freedom. A Scorpio likes to control through what? Emotional dominance. See, a Pisces needs emotional flow and spiritual freedom. Now, if a Pisces starts feeling watched, questioned, or just emotionally cornered, okay, in the situation, they're going to detach quietly from Scorpio. See? Now, you got to ask yourself, why wouldn't a Pisces go head on first with a Scorpio in the same way? Notice I said quietly detaches from Scorpio. See? Remember, it's the intensity of what keeps these two into it. See? Now, another thing is that Scorpios, they are the emotional manipulators. And Pisces is the same, right? Or can be. Now, it hits harder with Scorpio. I'm going to tell you why. Scorpio can use silence, distancing themselves in a situation. They can use distance. They can use mystery as leverage. Now, Pisces needs the energy. Pisces reads the energy deeply, though. See, so this is why I said a Pisces knows when you're doing something before you even know you're doing it. That push and pull dynamic of which Pisces and Scorpio have, it drains Pisces fast. So this is why a Pisces would rather not go toe to toe with a Scorpio. See, it's just too emotionally draining for a Pisces to actually just do that in itself. Remember, once a Pisces realizes that, oh, this is hurting me more than helping you, or hey, to keep the situation going, a Pisces is quick to leave. See? Now, another thing is that Scorpio holds grudges, okay? A Pisces forgives easily, but doesn't what? Forget of how you treated them, how you made them feel. And see, if Scorpio keeps reopening old wounds, because remember, a Scorpio doesn't stop. See, it's like as soon as you give a blow to their ego, they're on your ass. And it's like they don't stop. It could be from the pettiest situation on to the most disrespectful moment for them, right? And they're willing to take it to war over the most pettiest thing. Could have said something and it was a joke. It could have any little thing. If they take it as a blow to their ego. Now, if Scorpio keeps reopening the wounds, okay, old wounds, Pisces eventually decides what? Decides that, hey, the peace goes over the passion, okay? That's why Pisces just leaves quietly. And why I'm saying this is because you have to do this in order to defeat a Scorpio. When it's Pisces versus Scorpio, you have to do this. You have to leave. You have to cut them off. That's how you win, Pisces, with Scorpio. Cut them off. Don't announce it. Don't say, hey, man, I'm cutting you off, man. I'm sick of your shit. Nope. Just leave. Swim away. And see, why is this? Because, listen, Scorpio's emotions are on 10. Remember, it's the intensity that overwhelms a Pisces. Because jealousy becomes a problem. See, the reason why is because Scorpios, they can't control themselves. See, it gets out of control. And see, Scorpio jealousy is real. It's not like, put it like this. Scorpio's jealousy is like when you get hungry throughout the day. It's like you realize, oh, I didn't eat. Oh, I got to go out there and eat something. Same way Scorpio thrives in the shadows. So if you look at hunger, that's the way the jealousy within the Scorpio, that's how it basically basically is. So a Scorpio just get jealous about any little thing because they have to. See, they must. That's why I said it's the intensity that drives the Pisces and says, yo, I got to leave. See, I cannot deal with this Scorpio any longer. Now, Pisces is naturally magnetic in a sense and compassionate with everyone, right? Now, that's automatically going to set off a Scorpio. They're going to get jealous about that. See, because Pisces, you are connected to what? Everyone and everything. So people instantly gravitate towards you, whether you like them or not. See, you can't even control it, Pisces. You can literally have made your mind up and say, you know what? I'm going to be quiet for the day. I don't want to talk to no one. I'm going to go to the library. Guess what? Someone's going to walk up to you, Pisces, in that library and start talking to you. It could be the janitor. It could be the librarian. It could be someone standing outside. Guess what? People are drawn to you. See? And when Scorpio sees that, they're going to get jealous. See? Because of your what? Your compassion. See? And they get jealous and they're gonna want it for themselves. So they're gonna get jealous at any new friends you make, and they're gonna try to what? Draw wedges, cause division between you and people. So anyone that they see you meet, they're gonna try to sabotage it. See? And they'll say, Pisces, you switched up on me. Just because, someone walked up to you and all of a sudden you guys were just having a conversation about it could have been just something insignificant. That's like, yo, but how a Scorpio sees it, they see it as powerful. See? So Scorpios they realize just how powerful a Pisces can be. And at the same time, they get extremely jealous. Where they were listen, a Scorpio can take it to the extreme level, the intensity high off of something that wasn't even like that. They're willing to kill you for it. See, they're willing to stop you. Sabotage. That's why you have to cut them off, man. Listen, you have to cut them off. Block them. Don't even sit there and try to, you can't, listen, with a Scorpio, you can't get into a fair resolution. Because listen, even if you try to tell a Scorpio, yo, we should just chill out. Yo, you're doing too much. Yo, you try to work something out with them, they're not going to listen to you. They're going to always do it their way because the ego, man, Mars is here. The ego, the self, see? And even if you're right, guess what? Sabotage, see? They'll just go against you just because they want to destroy. They just want to destroy what you have, see? Because they want their way. Now, another thing is that, see, a Scorpio constantly questions you, Pisces, especially your loyalty. Then what does this do? For Pisces, Pisces start feeling untrusted. Remember I said, as soon as a Pisces feels untrusted, they're done. See? That's what breaks Pisces is when you question them, when you, oh, everything could be, listen, everything could be all good. Everything could be all good until a Pisces hear you say something that questions their loyalty. And guess what? You ruined it. Pisces is done. Pisces like, yo, you don't trust me? What? And I'm giving you all this compassion and you don't trust me? It's like, how dare you? See? And that's what breaks a Pisces is because a Pisces can feel taken advantage of, feel used. Like, oh, you playing with me. You playing with my emotion. You playing with, you think I'm just walking around here giving free compassion out? That's what you think of me? So what is a Pisces going to do? Shatter your illusion of them. See? Oh, you don't know what real is. See? So I'm going to shatter your illusion and you're going to learn your lesson. See? It ain't going to be with me, but you're going to learn your lesson moving forward in life that, oh, if somebody's compassionate with, if a person is compassionate to you, you should appreciate that. Not question their loyalty and not ask them questions that decipher, oh, whether or not I should trust you or not, because a Scorpio could literally try to plant that seed of doubt within your head, Pisces, that, oh, you're too nice to people. See, remember, they weaponize the friendship. See, they weaponize the relationship. They weaponize, oh, what you're doing and try to use it against you later. And you might say, damn, I'm being compassionate. How dare you say that I'm being too nice to people? Because they get jealous when you do that. They get jealous when you give your energy to someone else. They look at the situation as a relationship. See, this is why you find a lot of Scorpios liking men. If they're a man, you might recognize that, oh, damn, did he? And you like, yo, because listen, a Scorpio could be your friend, but then you got to know that, remember I said they go deep. They go deep. So if they say, oh, you're my friend, they're almost looking at you as their partner. So as soon as you go being friends with other people, they look at you as being their little girlfriend. See? And then they take it in such a way like, oh, you talking to everybody else. See? They get possessive, and that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, that they weaponize that. See? Now, another thing is that when it comes to a Pisces outgrowing the emotional chaos, see, in younger years, Pisces and the Scorpio's love, it was what? Intensity. It was almost like you and the Scorpio together, you guys created the intensity, see, together. But as you begin to mature, Pisces, then that's when, you both of you start to what? Crave the stability, the softness, and the spiritual alignment. But that's only when Scorpio stays in it. Now, another thing you got to watch though, see, Scorpio likes to, see, Scorpio has, their ego always is in the same, is always in the, is always present, okay, with Pisces. And it's in regards to the power struggles. Those power struggles come when Pisces evolves. See? So this is almost like transformation versus transcendence. So Scorpio stays in the power struggles while Pisces evolves. And this is why the friendship, the connection expires, you guys. See? Because once Pisces knows, listen, once Pisces starts caring about themselves, it's over for Scorpio. Pisces makes Scorpios secure. See? Loved. Appreciated. As soon as Pisces leaves, guess who self-destructs? Guess who stings themselves to death? Scorpio. See? Because of loss of power. Listen, that's the opposite of being found. When you find yourself, you can lose yourself. See? What is found is, that's why we call it the lost and found. When you're lost, you're found, right? A Pisces finds Scorpio. Scorpio, listen, until they, listen, when a Scorpio finds when a Pisces finds a Scorpio, they find someone that was once lost. See? As soon as that Scorpio feels empowered because they get the compassion, they get the real devotion from a Pisces, the real love, then they start feeling powerful and they think it's them. See? They misuse the intensity thinking that, oh, it's all them, like they made themselves that way. And then they don't remember where they came from until the Pisces evolves and Pisces is gone. See? Now they feel lost again because now they realize that the Pisces was the one that was making them feel special. See that? In the first place. That's the thing. So the connection expires. Now, why is this? Because Pisces needs emotional safety, okay? And Scorpio needs emotional control. Pisces needs emotional reassurance. Now, if the reassurance turns into an interrogation, then that Pisces is going to check out every single time. See? Pisces hates to be questioned about the things that they know that they do, that they, hey, it's just them. So what is the point of the reassurance turning into an interrogation, okay? Because the Pisces is like, yo, I don't have to prove my worth or my love or, hey, just the way that I am, okay? So if neither person grounds the relationship, guess what's going to happen? It becomes traumatic instead of peaceful. Remember I said you cannot reason with the Scorpio at this point. Nope. It's all about your actions, your boundaries. It's all about you stepping away, you checking out, because it's going to become traumatic. If you try to, you don't want that soap opera. You don't want that back and forth Jerry Springer type of bull crap happening. It's not going to even be a real situation because the Scorpio is going to what? Get off on it. Now, a Pisces should move on from a Scorpio in these moments. I'm going to give you guys the truth here. When the love feels like anxiety, when the connection feels like control, when the passion feels like pain, and the peace feels impossible between the two of you. So Pisces doesn't leave because they stop loving the Scorpio. It's because they basically leave when they stop surviving. See? Because listen, the intensity causes a Pisces to not be able to breathe. It becomes suffocating. See? Because the Scorpio doesn't want you to be the way you are, Pisces. See? And you are what? Authentic. Formless. See? You are like water. But Scorpio doesn't want you to be Doesn't want you to be that way. Doesn't want you to be at your best. See, wants you to be at your worst. Because listen, if you're at your worst, the Scorpio wants to have what? Full power over you, full control over your emotions. See, because remember, the Scorpio is connected to resources. See, weapons. And see, if they could weaponize it, weaponize you, oh, they would have a field day. See, because they're addicted to pain. They use pain as what? Ammunition. It fuels the ego. Now, another thing is that, will Scorpio be mad if you block them? Yes. Why? Because their ego will feel it. See, Scorpio doesn't like losing control of access. See, Scorpio likes that. Think of a military base with a general and someone having access to whatever it is they want to have access of, okay? Scorpio, they don't like losing control of access to things. So when Pisces takes it away, they're like, what's going on? They feel insecure when they don't have the access to whatever it is that they want to control. When you block them, it removes their ability to watch you, check on you, reach out when they feel like it. The loss of control can sting their pride. That's why Pisces helps Scorpio sting themselves to death. We are karmic. We bring the karma, the lesson, because of the expiration. We help Scorpio sting themselves to death, and they don't even know. Could you imagine the Wizard of Oz, you running down the damn hill, singing your ass off, just to realize that the person you walking with and singing along right with you is finna help you do yourself in? It's like, yo, we're gonna do. Don't you know, it's like a pool full of water, and then it's like, yo, all you got to do is just jump over this ledge, man, and then hey, I'll catch you when you fall down. And all of a sudden, the Scorpio jumps for it, and you like, oh, and then you just do this with your hands. You're like, all right, that's all. I'm glad that's over with. And that's all it is. It's so easy because, listen, a Scorpio is going to what? It's going to bail anyway. They're going to fall off like a bad pack of dope anyway. Once they realize they've lost the access to you, they can't even listen. They can't even face themselves. Nope. They can't move forward. They get stuck in the emotion. That's why they want control over it, because they're so vulnerable. They're so vulnerable. They would rather control the emotion because they cannot. Listen, Pisces is the most advanced water sign out of Cancer and Scorpio. With the moon, you already know Cancer cannot get out of the emotion. They're stuck in it. It affects them the most. See? And they care too much. With Scorpio, they get stuck because they try to control the emotion, where Pisces swims in it. See, Pisces can backstroke, they can swim, they could go deep with it, and it don't affect them. See? Because Pisces is a choice. They use their emotions as a choice. But hey, you best believe if they want to get the hell up out of there and detach, they'll move that energy somewhere else, someplace else. But they're not bogged down like Scorpio is with it. See? Because Scorpio could lose themselves in it because they don't know how to let go. See? You have to surrender at some point. If you keep fighting, you're going to destroy yourself. If the plane is on it, listen, why would you keep throwing missiles and bombs and still shooting when the plane is going down? You're done. You're cooked. What are you still shooting for? You're going to die. That's what Scorpio does. They commit suicide. They self-destruct. When they lose access to things, they hurt themselves even more. It's like, why would you smoke a vape when you have lung cancer? It's dumb. It's like little stuff like that. A Scorpio would do things like that. They will actually abuse things when they actually have called it quits. See, just to destroy themselves. They rather destroy themselves and let you do it because they just can't let go. They just can't forget about it. Now, another thing is that when it comes to the loss of control, they sting themselves and they sting their own pride. Now, this is the thing, they may not show it though, see, because it's done in the dark. Instead of blowing your phone up or something like that, what they may do is go silent, pretend they don't care, and act unfazed. See, but internally, because it's what you can't see, they're analyzing everything. And see, and it also depends why you block them, okay? Because if they still have feelings, he or she, they'll still feel hurt, okay? Because you got to understand, being hurt equals what? It equals anger. Anger is attached to what? The emotion of which what? They can't let go of. See? So it's almost like if you can't let go of something, it stays with you. When it stays with you, you're in your feelings with it. It's in your chest. You see what I'm saying? It's close to you. So you fester on that. You're not operating out of your what? Your consciousness, like your power in itself, meaning Scorpio. You can't even perceive things in the same way because you're holding on to that emotion. See? And now, another thing is that if they thought they had power in the situation, they could feel challenged all of a sudden. See? Because listen, silence is the difference. It's like big bank take little bank. If you are in silence for too long, if you just go silent for a temporary moment, you wouldn't be able to survive in a full silence of like, hey, a person not talking to you for days on end. Remember I said that's like going days without what? Being jealous. That's like going on days without an interaction, without a challenge, without competition between the two of you, okay? Because remember, Scorpio likes to have access to things, including emotions. Now, when it comes to, let's say if you were already detaching from the situation, then they may just disappear, see? Because they realize, oh, I got to make it seem like I'm leaving first, see, before you notice, because it's like, yo, I have to do, they cannot feel, listen, they do not like to be defeated. They don't like to feel, even though if that's what happened, they don't like to see it for what it is or what it was. Now, another thing is Scorpio, they hate being cut off first. So a Scorpio prefers to be the one to end things. But if you block them before they decide to detach, it could trigger ego bruising. See? Because a lot of times they have an obsessed with winning, being powerful, being, being full of power, winning a situation. And that alone, creates obsession. So another thing could be the, curiosity about what you're doing now, because oftentimes they could play with their mind. They might say, yo, damn, who is he hanging around now? Or who, if it's a female, she might, question like, yo, who replaced them? You see, because Scorpios, they hate being replaced. It kills them. They cannot take it when they've been replaced because they realize, damn, you actually have what? Your interest somewhere else. Like a relationship, that's what I'm trying to say to you guys. And you got to be careful. Don't be fooled. Because it could be someone that came off a certain way and they might swing that way. And you probably never known, like, what? Because they could treat you in such a way that they look at you in such a way. And you might not been, looked at the situation like that, but they did. See, they took it deeper. Remember the intensity. See, because that's a very intense situation to be looked at as a mate. And you like, yo, I ain't take it that far now. We was cool, but hey, this person looking at me like I'm they damn man or something. Like, you got to be careful with Scorpio, because remember, they not playing for fun. They playing for keeps. They play on a hardcore intensity that's like something that you would never think that it's on that level, just like Diddy in his situation. Another thing is, see, some Scorpios, they may respect it, but if they know they crossed the boundary deep down inside, they know, like, oh, they might know, oh, they respect your strength deep down inside, even if they're mad about it. Yep, definitely. Now, blocking them, I'm gonna tell you why. Because blocking someone is a power move. See, blocking someone removes access. So that's why if when a Pisces removes the access, whether they block you on whatever it may be, social media platforms, it's a power move. It takes away the power. See, it takes away the connection. It takes away the access from Scorpio, and they can't take it. See, because they want to be the one to call the shots of when you come, when you leave. See, or when you're done, when you're cooked. When you do it first, they can't handle it. See, they can't sleep at night. Because their mind is constantly just chewing on their thoughts like, yo, how I didn't see this coming. How did this person outmaneuver me like this? See, now here's the thing. Okay, so another thing, they might be mad. They might feel hurt, curious, or plotting to come back. This is why you have to cut them off and never return, Pisces. No second chances. See, you have to be stable, dig your heels in, and you cannot go back. Nope. Because listen, Scorpio is very good at the get back. Okay, they're very good at, man, if you go back, you better you ain't gonna be prepared for how they're gonna do you, because they're gonna do you dirty. See, they don't forget. It ain't like, oh, even if it was something small, they don't forget. They don't remember. They do not like losing access. See, so they want to drive that boat where it's going downhill for you, because hey, they like, yo, I'm gonna get you back for that. You gonna pay for that. Even if you had the floor, even if you did the right thing, if that makes sense. Now, remember, they always plot. Scorpio is the one that sits and plots, likes to set the traps, the setups. See, when they're upset, and you got to be very careful. So another thing is that you have to, like I say, you got to exclude your energy when friends move weird. Remember that too. Like I said, that's just like, to sum this up, you always want to exclude your energy when people start acting weird, people start moving funny. You outgrow them. Like I said, if you level up mentally, then they stayed, in regards to, being comfortable with you and the way that you were. You got to be careful, because the people will act funny when you've outgrown them. Okay, that's when you know what time it is. You put them on. Let's say you introduce them to people, opportunities, vibes, and now they start acting funny, like they've built that situation themselves. It's time to go. See, remember, you're not hurting anyone. You're just removing yourself. You're removing and taking your energy away from the situation. You cannot be affected when you remove access, from other people. When you remove access from, when you remove access from your to your energy, then you're gonna feel the power. You're gonna feel the peace that is going to come back to you. Okay. Another thing is that a Pisces doesn't try to compete. People oftentimes, they feel intimidated by your aura, and that competes for you without you having to try. Okay. Now, another thing is that you're too genuine. Fake circles, they don't like that because of that real energy that flows. Another thing is, you notice energy shifts, Pisces. Yes, you do. You call out vibes without saying anything, and that makes people uncomfortable. You're the glue friend, you see. And what I mean by that is you stop holding things together. See, they just fall apart. Hey, that's the funny thing. When you the glue friend, it's like, yo, you stop holding. See, once you stop holding things together, Pisces, and you take away your energy, it just falls apart. See, because you was the one that was holding everything together. Soon as you walk away, Pisces, the whole damn shit just falls apart, destroys, collapses. And then it's like, yo, why is Pisces like Jenga? Why every time you pull a Pisces out of a situation, the whole damn situation just collapses? You want to know why that happens? I'm going to tell you why it happens. Because the illusion. See? The illusion is they thought they was running the show. They thought they was building the shit themselves. They thought they was the ones that put the whole friendship together. Once you take yourself out, I know it sounds like, oh, you guys think you're so good. No, it's just, this is facts, man. I'm not, hey, I can't make this up. These are facts. As soon as a Pisces, is removed from a situation, I swear to you, because you're the 12th zodiac sign. You could be working a job, next to you are the one to witness its downfall when it falls apart. Everybody quit. The company switches A. I've been in a situation where a whole damn company closed down, and I witnessed it. And it's like everybody left. They had the shady boss, and hey, he or she became what? They become to their demise. See? The shit show being ended. The cycle being dissolved. See? And it's like, oh, now a new beginning must happen. See? And you got to know. Now, another thing is that you don't chase Pisces. So when you notice distance, you step back. When people start distant, moving funny, and they distance themselves, you fall back. You just, you take a step back, and they expected you to what? Beg. See? And you don't give it to them because that's the bait. See, you're not easily manipulated, Pisces, just because they tried to subtly control you. See, but it didn't work. Another thing is you see through the fake smiles because an illusion always outweighs a facade. They realize you read people too well. See, they wanted the access to you, Pisces, not you, but they want the access to your gifts, your, the intuition. They'll never be able to get those things. It's funny, like, why would you try to grab a Pisces gift? It's like trying to steal their gift is like trying to play the piano, someone's piano, and you don't know how to use it. It's like, yo, you can play with the keys, but you ain't gonna make no song. And that's the thing. You were the connection, not the priority, okay? Now, the jealousy and envy shifts that you got to watch out for is the fact that people will get jealous when you start glowing differently, okay? They realize your glow is not the same as theirs. They have already compared and noticed it. Now, another thing is when it comes to jealousy and energy shifts, is that you're healing and it shows. You're naturally magnetic. You don't brag, but you win quietly, and people notice. You compare yourself. No, they compare themselves to you, but they do it secretly. Okay, let me see. Said all these other zodiac signs out there. They not even a Pisces. They just show how much a Pisces affect people without even trying. We could be talking about ourselves and it's a problem. Facts. That's because they hate. Like, I'm telling you, like, being a Pisces is a gift. And see, the thing about it is people gravitate towards you. That's going to automatically cause jealousy and envy shifts. You didn't shrink to what they wanted you to. They didn't basically you didn't shrink to stay liked, in other words. You see, another thing is because that's what people will do. They try to, when you're powerful, people try to overpower you. See, by ignoring you, excluding you, not trying to allow you in because your energy does it for you. See, that's why they're reacting to it. See, when you have a powerful aura, you come around people, they instantly start shuffling and trying to do something else to what? Dim your light. It's because you're glowing. You're already on 10. Your energy does it for you. That's why I said people will feel your impression. They will feel your presence when you're gone. So it's like, yeah, you could hate me all you want, but you will still miss my energy. See, because my energy had an effect on you. And that's what it was really about. That's why you didn't like me. You didn't like my energy. See, it's never about you. See, now another thing is that you don't need validation. They hate that. Another thing is you're emotionally intelligent. They compare themselves to you secretly, as I mentioned. Another thing too, that a lot. Okay, you gotta ask yourself, as a Pisces, why do you face these sudden switches in the first place? It's because of the untiming events. Okay, and see, Pisces, you live intuitively, so the timing of these emotions, they come to you naturally, and it's not by logic. Okay, so you attract karmic lessons by default. Okay, you outgrow people suddenly once that clarity hits anyway. Another thing is when your intuition activate, everything shifts fast. See, that's why you come to the conclusion that, yo, I got to get the hell out of here. I have to leave. Because once you know that you're not emotionally safe, your intuition, it activates very quickly, and then everything around you starts to move very quickly. You start already picking up because, listen, do you think that these hidden enemies want to be found out? No. So once you realize that, yo, I'm surrounded by enemies, which I'm gonna do a series of videos about in live segments. I'm surrounded by enemies. You like, yo, I didn't even know. Because you had the rose-colored glasses on. You like, yo, I'm trying to see the good in everyone by default. But now I realize that I'm surrounded by enemies, hidden ones. And see, that's something you got to watch out for. Now, I got to charge my phone, you guys. Every time I get into the good juices of the flowing of the situation, damn phone start dying. Can't let that happen. So we need more energy, more power. See that? See how I'm like a damn 10. Okay, so bear with me now, you guys. The untimely events. Now, another thing you gotta watch out for. Okay, so when see, the spirit removes what you want anyway. Okay, that's something you gotta pay attention to. See, even if you know what's really great about it too is like, even if you ignore the red flags, the universe slams the door on the situation anyway. Okay, so that way, that's why stuff don't even come to you, even if you're not paying attention. The intuition, the universe already protects you, because listen, we give karmic lessons whether what people try to aid. Even if they don't want to hear it, we still bring the karmic lesson because it must happen. Now, another is destiny. Another thing is that when you romanticize someone's potential, and when I'm talking about the untiming events, because it's like, yo, you might ask yourself, damn, why does this keep happening to me? Why every time like I go through a breakthrough, or every time I get to a point where I want to reset, or hey, I decide I want to, have a new goal in my project, all of a sudden there's a sudden switch. It's like, yo, it's because those people can't go where you're headed. See, it's like, as soon as you realize you want to lose weight, you probably had to lose friends for that. See, you got to sacrifice something just to get that new version of yourself, because those people can't handle the energy. See, they can't handle the new you. See, it's like, you wonder why you break up with your girlfriend, because you got to make room for your new girlfriend, for your wife. You can't be friends with those people no more because of where your workout is going to take you. See, because you won't be the same. Your energy is going to shift anyway. So the people around you shift as well. They change. See, you like, damn, I used to be cool with this person. Then all of a sudden I lost like 100 pounds. Now there's 100 new people around me now. See? So that lets you know that you can indeed transcend. And all of a sudden, everything around you transcends with you. See? Another thing is you stay too long and then all of a sudden, everything around you leaves at once. That's cold-blooded. See? Now, another thing too, you outgrow people suddenly once that clarity hits. Once you realize, see, once you start looking at yourself and what you want to do, then it's like everything around you is so much easier to see what doesn't fit you. Now, it's like going into your closet and you realize, damn, you start paying attention to everything you can't fit anymore. You like, yo, I'm about to get this away to the Goodwill, or I'm finna throw this stuff out. You know, then you start making space for what? Clothes that fit you. Now, another thing is the sudden behavior changes. Now, pay attention to you sleeping a lot more, because all this means something. Your intuition is trying to, you know, alert you, trying to get your attention. You finally got tired. You ever notice when you just like, yo, I'm just tired of this, you know, you finally throw the towel in. That sudden behavior change that you feel, that means it's time to clean house. It's time to erase people, cut, chop, block. You felt disrespected quietly for months. You felt like, yo, I never got the respect or whatever it was that you deserved from the situation. Something small confirmed everything. Maybe it was just a small memo or just something small that you just caught on to, and it just made you just realize that, damn, you know, this is why it was all happening to begin with. See, you notice the patterns repeating themselves. Remember, a storm that comes never comes the same way. See, Hurricane Katrina was never the same as another hurricane of a different name. Okay, they all come in different names, different forms. But if it's a pattern, then you notice that, hey, it's going to keep coming. You see, if somebody keep on walking past, stepping on my shoe, and it happened Monday and Tuesday, there's a pattern because it happened more than once. See, and you notice that, oh, I'm going to end the cycle because there's a pattern here, and it must be ended. See, so you notice the patterns repeating themselves, which could allow the sudden behavior changes. You felt lonely in a group. Like, why am I in a group if I feel alone? That means that there ain't no damn group. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you realize that, why am I lonely in the group? It's supposed to be a group. See, that lets you know that there was a sudden behavior change. You realize you were the only one reaching out to people. Why am I the only one calling everybody? Why nobody's making or attempting to call me? See, another thing is you stop overextending. You matched their energy. You protected your peace, and you chose silence over confrontation. That's the best way that you want to handle it. Now, when friends exclude you from situations after you put them on, you know, let's say you looked out for someone, they may have wanted your spotlight. You got to understand, when people do this is envy, okay? When people try to replace you, it's envy all day, you know, and that lets you know they wanted your spotlight the whole time. See, they never cared. They never valued you as a friend. Once people show you, because this is the thing, it really shows you what people want, because once they gain the access, it's almost like, oh, they felt superior, like, oh, you were no longer needed. Another thing too, they bonded over the insecurities. Maybe they felt like, oh, they probably felt insecure, like maybe, oh, you wouldn't choose them, or hey, so they just quickly just bonded to just what? To avoid feeling that way. They probably created a side group. You gotta understand, maybe they made friends with your friends secretly in a different way. Maybe that the friends with them felt more secure for them. See, you gotta understand, people come with insecurities. And if people feel seen around you, Pisces, a lot of times they'll choose your friends because they can hide. See, they can hide their true selves. But with you, they know they can't do it. See, so this could be why they turn on you for your other friends or for their other friends. Another thing is that you made them accountable. See, when you make other people accountable for their actions, they don't like that shit. Like, it's like, yo, you know, some people could feel violated, you know. They couldn't handle your growth. They mistook, you know, your kindness for weakness. They probably feared the exposure of the truth later on, so they want to avoid it. You didn't tolerate disrespect. Because think about it. People switch up. They just want to get the hell up out of there. Remember I said somebody walks into the restaurant. They realize everybody's quiet. They will find any excuse just to leave. It doesn't matter whether it's on a low scale. They'll find any reason to leave. Just to make an excuse just so they don't have to face themselves. See? Because why would the environment affect you unless you're insecure? You go into an environment and everybody's quiet. What them people being quiet got to do? What their energy got to do with you? That's how you know the person. It doesn't matter about the person. It's about the energy, and that's why even when you reverse it, go inside out, it's the same. It's the same answer. See? So what does other people's energy got to do with you? It has nothing to do with you. So why would you let it affect you? See? Because you have inner what? Inner things within yourself that you hate about yourself. See? That you can't tolerate, that you won't even go into a situation and just be normal. Another thing is that they, okay, so another thing is that when it comes to the specific truths with us Pisces, there's something that you got to remember. You absorb, remember this, you absorb energy shifts before words are spoken. You forgive until you are what? Until you emotionally detach. See? That lets you know right there. Because the emotions of a Pisces are powerful. And a lot of people need it to heal themselves. A Pisces can heal themselves quicker with it. You see a betrayal coming, but you hope you're wrong. See, that's the thing. Pisces hates, like, you know, the unfortunate situation here is that Pisces doesn't like to, they don't like to end things. See, they just have to. So it's like when a Pisces sees a betrayal coming, they hope they're wrong. See, that's the rose-colored glasses being put on. It's like, yo, I hope I'm wrong. I don't want this to end because I really think this person would change. And it's like, no, Pisces, you cannot save them. See, can't save them. Can't save them. Stop trying to save other people from ending. See, that must happen because it will happen. Now, another thing is that you give the second chances quietly. See, you don't even know why you're giving them a second chance. You're just doing it quietly. See, consciously. Now, another thing is you don't argue, you withdraw. So this is why when you don't say anything, you remove the access to you. This is what you're doing because you heal in silence. You disappear when the peace is disturbed, and you detach before they realize they lost you. See? So you always choose your soul over social circles. Now, another thing is that why do people turn on Pisces? Bonus content is that Pisces just sees too much. See? Imagine someone turning on you that you trusted because, oh, you saw them too much. You saw everything about them, including their soul. And see, not only do you see too much, you read too much. You read energy fast. So that way, you notice the tone changes within someone's voice. You notice the side conversations with other people that you haven't even seen yet. But see, people forget that Neptune also rules dreams and visions. So sometimes you just get an epiphany. Sometimes you just get a vision of somebody doing you dirty. And it begins, that actually gets your attention. So you start paying attention more in that area where your energy is what focused at. So then you realize, yo, this person does have something against me. Remember, your dreams and your visions will remind you and get your attention when you ignore the intuition because what? The karmic lesson must happen. See that? It has to. And that's regarding fake smiles too. Remember, someone waving at you and saying, have a good day, could also mean, hey, I'll never see you again. Bye. Hi. It was nice knowing you, but you're never going to see me again. So sometimes it's inside out. Sometimes it's backwards. Sometimes people think they're being friendly and dismissing you, but they're really dismissing themselves because their ending is, the cycle has ended. Another thing is that when people realize you see them, it makes them feel uncomfortable. See? Because think about it. If I see you and hey, let's say I don't even got to be a peeping Tom. If I see more of you than you see of yourself, when a Pisces is looking at you or watching you, you might be what? Ashamed of how you really look when the clothes are off. See? Some people are insecure when they have nothing on. See? So you don't know what a Pisces sees about you and its truths. See? Another thing too is people become uncomfortable, and the thing about it is they either going to try to fix themselves or remove the mirror. See? Because I don't want to see myself if I don't like myself. And if you show me more of myself and you show me more of what I don't want to see, then they got to get rid of you. See? In the first place. So people are either going to try to fix themselves because they're looking in the mirror. Fixing themselves is, oh, I don't have no makeup on. Oh, more of me is beginning to show with this Pisces. They're triggering me to have to fix myself because I feel like I'm looking in the mirror. Let me put some makeup on because, oh, they're going to see how my lips really look. Maybe they see how I really am. It's cold-blooded, see? Sometimes they try to remove that mirror. And here's the thing. Pisces is the only zodiac that's easy to underestimate because of the illusion that we give off. And we ain't even trying to. We ain't even trying to manipulate. That's what the illusion does. The illusion is manipulation of the energy. Because listen, it keeps you from focusing on us and more of you focusing on yourself. See? That's what the illusion is. That's what it does. Remember I said the illusion protects Pisces. But the thing about it is Pisces doesn't, listen, a Pisces doesn't even like the illusion. A Pisces like, yo, I don't really want you around, but hey, I guess you could stick around because you help me from time to time. But hey, I really don't want you around. Because listen, it manipulates other people into thinking that you sweet when it's sugar-free. And see, when it comes to people assuming, what do people assume about you, Pisces? They think you're too nice. Remember I said there's no such thing as too nice. You're either nice or you're not, right? They won't say anything. They think, oh, Pisces, he or she won't say anything. They're afraid. They're timid. See? They also think, oh, that Pisces, yeah, he'll forgive me. I could punch him in the face today and kick him in his balls tomorrow, and he'll forgive me. Nope. Because what am I saying? What am I saying all this for? People assume we have no boundaries. Until they look down and realize there's no floor. They realize there's no floor. Because why? Until a Pisces sets one. See? But when a Pisces finally sets a floor down, they realize, oh, it's one there. See? Because you're different. See? You're different. And here's the thing. Now they think you're acting weird, Pisces, when you're different. See? You see how people treat you because they assume, oh, you're this nice person that's like a statue that, hey, you're just nice every day. This is who you are. And they realize you're different. Now all of a sudden they're saying you're weird. See? But they don't understand that, no, Pisces, no. I was just what? I just stopped tolerating. I just stopped tolerating. That's when you realize there's a floor underneath you because I set it there. See, I set one there, and yeah, until I realized, hey, I ain't tolerating this situation no more. Let me make a floor. Let me make a floor beneath you now. And you realize, oh, well, wait a minute. There's actually a floor right here. I didn't see this at first. Duh. You can't see my boundaries. I made it that way. See? So that way, what you think you see Ask yourself, are you really seeing what you thought you saw? Huh? Really think you seeing what you really, hey, you really think you're seeing what you're seeing right now? Do you want it to get that far to where I have to really show you where my boundaries are? Because then you're going to think I'm acting weird. What am I really saying? Pisces are unpredictable. We'll never make it that easy for you. So don't assume that. See, and here's another thing. Did you know did you know, Pisces, your kindness exposes insecurity? Whoo! I just threw you guys a gem right there. See? Listen. Hey, chips don't taste, they don't taste as good when you add dip to it, man. But you know, I know I'm not even funny, bro. I shouldn't even said that. But yeah, your kindness exposes insecurities. See, because of Pisces, you give without what? Competing. You celebrate others genuinely. And see, in insecure circles, what does that read as? Threatening, see? Intimidating. Too pure to relate to, see? Nobody can relate to you because you're too pure. People project their own envy. It's cold-blooded. See, when somebody admires you, what is going to get in the way? Their insecurities. See? Because you're so good in their eyes. See? And here's the thing. You outgrow people quietly in their energy. See, Pisces doesn't announce growth. You just pull back, stop oversharing, stop chasing, and stop trying to fix them. See, to people who use your access. See, they feel listen, people that have access to you know what it feels like when you pull it away, Pisces? It feels like rejection to them. See, it feels like rejection to them. So they flip the narrative. And they don't see, that's why I say, man, you really can't, a lot of people really can't, they really can't fuck with us, man. It really is to that extent. And see, you absorb until you snap. Listen, when you absorb Pisces, you constantly are you are constantly preserving yourself and absorbing everything until you snap. See, this is why I say, whatever you got cooking for a Pisces, guess what? It's gonna be way worse and way more when that Pisces snap on you, because they create the storm. You don't even see the storm starting. You don't even see that the Pisces is the one that's going to bring the storm, not you. You just came with the pattern, but Pisces absorbed it and what? Made a storm out of it. See? Now, a Pisces tolerates more than people realize, but you internalize it, you process it, you hope it improves. Then one day, that Pisces detaches, see? And then all of a sudden, to someone who didn't see the emotional buildup in the first place, it looks suddenly like it just happened. Oh, it just suddenly just happens. And see, it wasn't sudden to you, though. See? It wasn't sudden to you. See, they think, oh, they don't see the buildup. They don't see what's actually going on, what's actually cooking up. Because Pisces, you don't compete. And that's the powerful thing about you, Pisces. See, Pisces, you move differently because you are different. See, you don't argue loudly like other signs do. You don't fight for dominance. You don't expose everything publicly. See, that quiet strength makes insecure people uncomfortable. See, they prefer the chaos because why? They can control it. See, you don't give them any chaos. See, and here's the thing. You reflect people back to themselves because you are the cosmic mirror. Pisces energy is like water. It's formless. People see themselves in you. Man, I'm cooking tonight. Bro, people see themselves in you because you are like water, Pisces. Man. And here's the thing. If they don't like what they see, they blame you for it, Pisces. Man, that's why I say people are their worst enemies. They are fighting themselves. There is no fight. It's you versus what? It's you versus your insecurities. That's who you're fighting with. It's not the person, because you're fighting against what? Your real energy. You're fighting against your energy, your own damn energy. Ain't that something? What's the point of batteries when they're not included? It's cold-blooded. See, another thing is that you love deep, but then you leave clean. See, some people turn because they expected you to stay no matter what. But when you leave peacefully, there's no drama, there's no begging, and that hits their ego. That's why I said Pisces dissolves all egos. The ego cannot survive around a Pisces. See? And the ego turns into resentment, see? So, the real truth here is that Pisces, they don't turn on, listen, people don't turn on Pisces, put it like that. People do not turn on Pisces because Pisces is a bad person, no. They turn when they lose control of the access, when they feel exposed, when they feel insecure, see? And it's when they can't manipulate the kindness anymore. Sometimes people don't turn on you, Pisces, no. They just reveal who they were the whole time. That's why I said game over. See that? So you got to know this stuff because, listen, at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, damn, it ain't had nothing to do with me the whole time. And that's what I'm trying to show y'all. It's more about them. It had nothing to do with you. See? Because the person has nothing to do with the energy. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I love y'all. Catch y'all next one. Peace out. Thanks for watching.